Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready?
From Joe Yeni Stadium, it's Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 57 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. We appreciate all you guys locally and around the world listen to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. Tonight, the John Curtis Christian Patriots take on the Rummel Raiders for a share of the 2019 Catholic League Championship. The Patriots are ranked number 1 in Class 5A and come into tonight's ballgame with a record of 8 wins, 0 losses, and are 4-0 in Catholic League play. The Raiders are ranked number 3 in Class 5A. They also have a record of 8 wins, 0 losses on the season, and they are also 4-0 in Catholic League play. Last week, the Patriots beat Holy Cross 62-31, while the Raiders took care of St. Aug 16-12 to set up tonight's Clash of the Titans. Danny is bringing up a pregame partner, Danny Wimpron, in tonight. This is the biggest game not only in the state of Louisiana, but by some people's estimation, the nation. Max Prep has this as the top game of the week. The Patriots offense is averaging 52 points per game and over 350 yards a game. The Raiders defense, they're going to counter it. They've only given up 25 points. Their defense has only given up 2 field goals and 1 touchdown for the season. We got a packed house here at Joe Yeni Stadium. It's the Patriots versus the Raiders for the Catholic League Championship and possible number 1 ranking for the playoff power points. It don't get no better than this.
No, you're exactly right, buddy. This is going to be a fun game to call, fun game to watch. And if your juices don't get flowing for something like this, you just need to take your helmet off. But I tell you what, it's an exciting football game, an exciting matchup for John Curtis against the Rummel Raiders, who are obviously undefeated as well. And like you mentioned, a lot of people are picking this the best game in the state, maybe the best game of the weekend in the entire country. So it's an exciting ball game for us. But guess what? You got to step into a game like this, business as usual. Business as usual. Go into it, no different than last week, no different than next week, no different than the things that we've been coaching, no different than anything that we try to do each and every week. So business as usual for us. Obviously, everybody's been talking about our offense versus their defense, which obviously that is going to be a little bit of the tail of the tape tonight. Who is going to – something has to break. So, they haven't given up many points defensively, and obviously we've scored a lot of points and had a lot of yardage. On the other side of the coin, you can't forget about our defense against their offense. Their offense is, I'd say, a pretty good offense. They're able to score some points, but the bottom line is I think they're average. I think we can get after them. I think the conditioning in the fourth quarter could really tell the difference in the ball game late in the end. I think our rush, they're going to have a tough time blocking our guys for 4 quarters, and I think hopefully that's the thing that actually in the end of the game or when we're holding up that W, that's going to be the difference in it. I hope that our guys understand that this is an important game, but, it's just another week for us. Business as usual. We got to do what we got to do like we do each and every week. But it's definitely exciting for us up here in the box. It's going to be a fun one.
Well, here's something, too, the fans need to understand. Should the Patriots win tonight and even next week against Brother Martin, I don't know if that's going to be enough for the Patriots to overcome Catholic, who's the number 1 power seed. They'd be the number 1 if the playoffs start today. They're the number 1 seed because of power points. Rummel's 2, Brother Martin is 3, right, and then we're 4. Should we win tonight and next week, we could probably possibly get to number 2. So that would be the scenario then in Catholic's number 1, we're going to see this team no matter who wins tonight.
Right.
Semifinals.
That's right. That's right. And, like everybody says, you don't really want to meet a team twice. It's hard to beat them twice, but that's how it matches up. You got to do what you got to do. So it's going to be an exciting game, like we said tonight. Obviously, if our offense continues to do the things that we've been doing, like I said, something's going to have to change. Something's going to have to give. Their defense is obviously very good, but basically, Kevin, it's the same defense we played last year, and we put up a lot of points against them. So how are we going to attack them? Maybe a little different. How are we going to attack them a little bit more of the same? We got to put points on the board. Got to control the football. Big-time games like this, who's going to play well in special teams also?
St. Aug had a lot of success last week running between the tackles. I think, my personal opinion, I think we can have the same kind of success. In a way, Rummel had to come from behind to win that game last week. Were they overlooking St. Aug because we were next? Who knows?
Right.
But we're going to get Rummel's best shot tonight. For years, we've always talked about playing, and unfortunately, once we joined the Catholic in 15, it's been on the schedule. And it's always been a well-attended and hard-fought contest.
Well, I heard, was it Coach Kaiser? What's his name? Coach Kaiser. He was talking on Twitter today about how, Rummel's been working on the option since spring. And, maybe that's the case. I hope not, because there's a lot of other things going on besides Curtis this year for them. But, we got to do what we got to do each and every week. And today's just another game. Got to take care of business.
We're going to pause for the invocation and the playing of the national anthem.
Every single athlete, their coaches, the officials, and each one of us. And when it's time for us to go our separate ways this evening, that you watch over us and keep us safe. We pray this in your blessed name, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank God I'm not a Raider.
And now we'll have the playing of the national anthem by the Postgame Regiment of John Curtis Christian School under the direction of Thomas Dean.
We welcome you back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. That was the national anthem played by the Colonial Regiment. Again, we want to thank our proud Yogi's Bears, our pregame sponsors, Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez. Thank you for all that you have done, are doing, and continue to do for us. We appreciate you guys. If you guys are listening to us on the live broadcast, feel free to send us a text. You can send it to 504-259-7690. Again, that's 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location so we can give you a shout out. We don't have caller ID. And of course, we want to give a shout out to Jeff Bonet, class of 1995. Always the first one checking in. He's watching from the hunting camp up in Natchez, Mississippi, Danny.
How about that?
Yep.
You got the weather for it finally this year, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I tell you what, Kevin, it's just, the anticipation is always there. The hype's always there for this type of game. But just to finally know that the time has passed so quickly, the moment's here, I just hope our kids are as jacked up as we are. Because, this is what it's all about. And honestly, I don't want to overstate it or understate it. I don't want to make it a bigger deal or, just make it something small. But this is beginning to be a good rivalry for us. We like the opportunity to come in here and play in EJ, play in somebody else's backyard, take them to the woodshed, smack them around a little bit, and then go home a winner. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity again tonight.
Well, as you know, there's no trophy being awarded tonight to tonight's winner. But with all the media hype, the fans talking, throughout the week, it's well attended. It's a late arriving crowd. I mean, it's still being filled on both sides here. Like any kind of prize fighting championship game, within the first 5 minutes, both teams are going to be landing haymakers. It's who can weather the storm, and once the cloud settles and you start playing football, then we'll kind of get in the rhythm of the game. If you remember, 3 years ago, we get the opening kickoff. They kick it out of the end zone. On the very first play, Marquise Albert takes it off the left tackle, 80 yards for a touchdown. On the ensuing kickoff, Chase, who's now playing receiver for LSU, he returns the kickoff back this way for a touchdown within 16 seconds of the ball game.
Right.
It's 7-7.
Yep.
So and it ended up being a real good ball game as well. I mean, it wasn't a blowout, but what I'm saying is, both teams were so jacked up, so sky high the first few minutes. It's who can can control their emotions, absorb the haymakers, hope we don't get behind 14 points real quick. And if you do, well, guess what? Settle down and play football. It's a 48-minute game. And then, see what happens. But, you got two quality defenses and two good offenses. A lot of stud athletes on both sides. There's got probably a lot of college coaches here tonight.
Oh, there should be. No doubt about it, Kevin. I got a text from Brad Guthrie. He said I'm all jacked up over here on Mountain Dew. Let's go Patriots in Plano, Texas.
Nice.
Listening to us live, we'll say appreciate that. And everybody that's listening to us around the world, we appreciate the opportunity to bring you this live action each and every week. But, Kevin, you're right. And in big games like this, you got to talk about turnovers and special teams. Who's going to show up in special teams, have the big return, have the big block in the kicking game, have something that affects the outcome of the game. And then, like I mentioned, you got to win the turnover battle. Go in there defensively, put pressure on them, get after the football. Our defensive front, I'm hoping, is going to wear these guys out the entire game. Get after them, and then, of course, offensively, we got to take care of the ball.
I want to give a shout out to Big Barry. He's at work tonight, but he says, go Big Blue. We appreciate you for always listening. The Patriots lead the overall series 4-3. The very first game was won by the Raiders in 1964. And then we didn't meet again until 2015 on Halloween. That was our first district game against the Raiders. We lost that one, and then the Raiders got us again in that same year in the semifinals. But the Patriots have won the last 4 meetings, beating the Raiders twice in 2016 and then getting them in 17 and 18. So, there's a good chance, like I said, no matter who wins tonight, there's no trophy being awarded, but probably in 3 weeks, we're going to tee it up again.
That's right. That's the way it goes. The way that the selections are made in the playoff systems that we're in this year, these years, you have to, obviously maybe line up and play somebody again in your own district, and it's just you don't have the numbers that you used to have. But that's the way it is. You got to line up each and every week and play in the elements and get coached and of course, correct your mistakes that you made, but just a great opportunity to play some great football on a nice, cool, crisp Friday night here at Joe Yenny Stadium. So looking forward to it.
Absolutely. The Raiders are in their white helmets with the traditional block R. They'll be wearing white jerseys, white pants. The Patriots in their traditional white helmets wearing blue jerseys and blue pants.
It's funny today when I went to school to get Ashley and the kid some tickets. They had a big van out there, and I didn't realize it was the van, the big trailer that they bring out here to sell stuff. And I saw the red jerseys lined up. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, we're bringing out the reds for Rummel. But actually, they're selling them out here behind the end zone. So they have a lot of jerseys from the last couple of years that they're selling the red ones. But yeah, we are in our blue on blue, which I think looks really good too.
It does. Let's just throw back to the 60s.
Yep.
Coach Leon and Coach Rob actually had that color combination. And before Coach Rob passed, we got some new Nike uniforms a year, and he kind of put his stamp of approval on that. So that's one of the last touches for Coach Rob. Of course, last week being homecoming, if you remember, they wore red jerseys with the blue and white shoulder stripes. Again, that alternate jersey goes back to the 60s when Coach Rob and Coach Leon played as well. So
I'll tell you what, Kevin, about 30 minutes ago, I said, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people here. You said they're coming, and you're right, because on Rummel's side, it looks like it's about over 80% full now. Probably closer to 90%. So as the minutes tick away, we look like we're about 6.5 here till kickoff and ready to rock and roll at Joe Yenny Stadium. Listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Hey, we'll give a shout out to Brad Barber. He's checking in. He's showing some of his Dallas neighbors what Patriot football is all about. We appreciate you for sharing it with your neighbors. And
that's right. Some of the best football in the country right here.
I'm pretty confident the boys will give forth a good effort tonight. We are who we are. We're going to run the veer. Been running it since '74. Mm-hmm. Though in recent years we had some different formations, and I said this in early broadcasts this year, we haven't opened up the playbook.
No.
And I had this have a feeling we might have some different formations we haven't run. Let's also down to Gordon, Coach JT, and the boys behind the run through.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Be ready for any kind of early trick stuff. Blitzes, anything, that kind of business. You understand? Physical for 24 minutes. Put the last play behind you and play the last one with gusto.
And here come your John Curtis Christian Patriots as they take the field on the west sideline, and the Rummel Raiders now enter the field from the north end zone, and they will occupy the east sideline.
Well, I'll tell you what, after what's it been, 19 years for me, or 20 years for me now, I guess from 99.
Yeah, 31 for me.
Still gets my juices flowing.
30 for me. I see I graduated. Yep. 31 was my last football season, but I'm a class of 89, so 30 years.
Still gets my juices flowing. Love hearing his voice and his aggressiveness, and of course, trying to get his guys pumped up for the first 24 minutes. Notice he doesn't play, say 48, Kevin. He just says 24. Let's concentrate, play physical. Let's go out there. Each quarter, got to be a victory. Let's go to work.
Captains tonight for the Patriots, number 3, Corey Wren, number 14, Colin Guggenheim, and then number 75, Rudolph Bowles.
Of course, Rudolph was number 76 before the season. He was awarded Coach Rob's number 75 jersey, so it's an honor for him to be wearing that.
This wasn't mentioned a whole lot. I brought it up on social media during the week. I don't know if you noticed or not. Colin Guggenheim last week against Holy Cross rushed the ball 13 times for 314 yards. That is a school record for a single game rushing performance. Broke Danny Michael's record that held for 36 years. He set that in the 1983 semifinals of Spring Hill. He had 306. At one point last week, Colin's first 3 carries had 3 carries for 197 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he finished with 13 carries for 314.
I mean, really, it was unbelievable. You and I are watching the game, and we're saying to ourselves, he's got to be over 200 yards by now. And then not much later, he's over 300 yards, having an unbelievable game with an unbelievable effort. And that's the way. I mean, that's the way you run our offense. I mean, it's a 3-back option. You could give it to the running back, pull it as a quarterback, pitch it out there. You have 3 options. And Colin obviously had a very explosive game last week, and we expect a little bit more of the same this week.
Well, he's our leader. You and I had a good conversation with his dad before the game. As a leader should be. He's feeling confident, feeling good. They had a great week of practice. We're about as healthy as you can be at this point of the season. And I look for Colin to have a very big night tonight.
Well, and here's another key, too, Kevin. Who is going to be able to take a lump and then step back and say, take a deep breath. It's a 48-minute ball game. Take it easy. Let's play the next play, and let's go back to work. How is Rummel going to respond after you kick him in the teeth and you score your first touchdown? How are they going to respond? How are we going to respond if they score? How are we going to respond if there's a big play? So these guys have to take deep breaths. I know there's a lot of emotion, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of juices flowing, but it's just another ball game. You got to play it as such. Got Mr. Michael O'Brien down there as the guest coin toss. Obviously, got my vote.
We're going to wait in a second. The official never gave a signal. That's Mark Gervais, the white hat tonight. Didn't give a signal, so we'll wait a second to see who comes on the field, kickoff unit.
We won the toss. We're going to receive.
Okay, so the Patriots won the toss, selected to receive, so Rummel will be kicking off right to left. You know what? Why not?
Why not?
The offense has carried the load so far this year, and we'll continue to do it. And,
no better way to set the tempo of the ball game is for the offense to put it right down the hole.
Now, that's something we didn't really talk. We just kind of talked to general special teams. McCready, very good kicker for us. They have Vanderbrook. He's equally as good.
Right.
So, and he tends to kick the ball in the end zone as well. So we may not have many opportunities to return. But, hey, we've gone 80 yards quite a few times in 1 and 2 plays this year.
Exactly, and all year. And here's the thing, too, Kevin. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to kick the ball in the end zone. Obviously, we have to get down there if we don't or something messes up. But I've said it all year long. If you have to consistently march at 80 yards on us, you're going to have a tough ball game ahead of you. You have to have some big plays on special teams or some big plays on defense to flip the field position so your offense doesn't have to march as far. Our offense and our defense has to do the same for us tonight.
There might be some delays in the game. Local cable TV channel is doing a live broadcast, so right now, it is
mute them up. Listen to us. Better live action right here. JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
And we got a fan wishing Michael O'Brien best of luck in his election.
That's right. That's how we do it. John Curtis Christian alum, baby.
Yep. The Raiders will be kicking off right to left. Deep for the Patriots near side will be Shane Goins. The deep back will be Corey Wren. And the far side will be Javon Davis. Vanderbrook will tee it up as soon as the official gives him the ball.
Here we go. Here we go. The moment's here. What you gonna do about it? Stadium's packed, my brother.
Yeah, it is.
Looking good. Good looking crowd out here tonight.
All right, Mark Gervais just whistled in for play. And here we go, Vanderbrook. Kicks it deep. And into the end zone. That'll be an automatic touchback. So the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. No surprise there, Danny.
Oh, no doubt about it, Kevin. They're going to do exactly what we're going to try to do on the kickoff team and kick in the end zone, not allow the returners to touch the ball. Let's set the tempo here on offense. So 1st and 10 Patriots on the 20-yard line. Let's see what we can do offensively. Obviously, Kevin, we talked about it. We did well against them last year, scored a lot of points. Got to do a little bit more of the same now.
Well, you feel confident against a very strong, solid, salty defense that Rummel has with the offensive line we got. We got 4 seniors and a junior.
Yep.
The ball is placed right in the middle of the field. Goins and Reynolds the halfbacks. Guggenheim under center. And he has a check with me at the moment. We'll go to the left. Guggenheim keeps it.
Go! Go!
He's to the phone. It's a foot race.
Come on. Yes, sir. Set the tempo.
Tackled at the 15-yard line. 85-yard run by Guggenheim on the first play from scrimmage. Sets it up 1st and 10 at the Raider 15-yard line.
Woo! That's what happens when you stay tight, Kevin. You get that nice duck step right inside of the scraping linebacker. Never had him. Colin did a good job taking that tight duck step inside, using his speed the rest of the way.
Actually make it the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 Patriots.
And obviously he's out of breath. He's got to be able to take his time, hand the ball off, get out of here.
Goins takes it over to center, and he gets it to the 10-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Kevin, I'm getting some texts. Got some special shout-outs here. Damian Schreiber, my old buddy from JC. Got my brother-in-law, Brother Fromeyer, and alumni Mark Vaquera, class of 01. They're all listening to us on the big screens, watching on the big screen at home. Here we go. Hey, and sometimes it's about the offense being able to take a deep breath, too, after a big play. Settle down. Let's go back at it.
Ball still in the middle of the field. Guggenheim under center. Counter to the left. He'll keep it, and he's going to be tackled around the 6-yard line. They're going to make it the 7. It's be 3rd down.
3rd down and about
4.
Got
to get it to the 3.
Yep. About 5, huh?
All right, it's called 5, but he said it. Yeah, the ball's kind of in between the 7 and 8-yard line.
Here we go. Let's see what we got now.
All right, 2 tight ends split near side.
A bunch of people up on the line of scrimmage for Rummel.
The ball's in that left hash mark. Guggenheim's checking it off. We'll go to the left. Hands it to Wren. Wren's going to get it in there.
Yes, sir.
Corey Wren muscled his way, got hit at the 2-yard line, and he just fought his way into the end zone with 10-12 to go in the quarter. The Patriots strike first, 6-0, PAT pending.
Hey, we talked about it. 2 heavyweights going at it, throwing big-time punches. First play from scrimmage, we get a huge play, and all of a sudden we march it right down the field. For a team that has not allowed many touchdowns, they allow a touchdown on their first opening drive. And I give them the old boom. Here we go. Now we got to make the extra point. Hey, precious points. Ball game like this, we talked about special teams. Got to be able to make the precious points count.
Snap, the place, the kick is up. And it's good. So with 10-12 to go in the first, it's the Patriots 7, the Raiders 0.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to John Curtis Christian alum, Jeff Arsman, class of 1986. They're located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Moe's Pizza. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagna, meatballs, and spaghetti, and muffaladas. Go visit the website at www.moespizzanola.com. Give them a call, 341-9650. Tell them Danny and Kevin sent you. moespizzanola.com. Jeff Arsman, Moe's Pizza. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Danny, that was a 4-play drive, 80 yards in distance. The Patriots took 1:48 off the clock, quarter in with a 7-yard touchdown. McCready's PAT makes it 7-0. But that was all set up with Guggenheim's first play from scrimmage as he took it from the 80 to the 13. Big run there by Googs. That was a 67-yard run to set up that touchdown.
Coach Kyle Pierce calls him over on kickoff team. And, Kevin, obviously this is the team that we've talked about. We need to get a lot of starters out there tonight, run down there with their hair on fire, make a solid tackle, get these guys down. But first and foremost, kick the ball in the end zone. Make a march at 80 against our defense.
Hey, just be ready for something different next. They're going to come out with something different.
All right, deep for the Raiders, near side. Number 5 is Donovan Coffin. And number 8, Corey Smooth, far side.
Yep.
And both of those guys are very good.
Very, very good. And, you know, Rummel's offense has to respond on this drive, Kevin. And just like it, our defense has to respond. Everybody's been talking about our offense and their defense. Let's see what kind of defense the Patriots want to show up with tonight. I'm feeling confident in them.
McCready hammers it deep in the zone, 8 yards deep. So the Raiders will have it first and 10 at their own 20 with 10-12 to go in the first period.
Kevin, you can't ask for anything more on an opening drive. Very proud of our offense to come out there with such a big play on the first play from scrimmage, and then obviously on the third down play we're able to score and get in the end zone. Great job, 7 points up early. You listen to us live. It's 10-12 left here in the first quarter. JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Again, I talked about haymakers. We threw a couple in that first drive. Let's see what the Raiders
how they're going to respond.
Theirs. Yep. All right, they got a wild Raider. Rickesham's not the quarterback here. Twins to the right, split near side. They're going to fake it to Diggs. It's Kaufman on the run, and he runs around the right corner for a gain of 2 to the 22-yard line. Interesting move there. Going to put the Kaufman, one of their better athletes, in as opposed to the quarterback.
That's okay. That's a look that we haven't seen, but guess what? It's only going to take us one play to adjust to something like that. And it looks like they're getting some different personnel in the game as well, getting their signals from the sideline.
Yeah, Wickersham checked in the game now as a quarterback. Diggs will be the running back to his left. 3 receivers near side. Wickersham looks near side, steps up in the pocket, and fires a high pass. Going to be caught at the 28, and he gets it to the 31-yard line for a first down. I believe that is
I'll tell you what,
number 19 on the catch.
We couldn't have been any further removed as the corner position. Kevin Farr back inside. I don't mind that, though. Us staying deep, making sure that we're in backing coverage and adjusting back to the throw. Wickersham did a good job stepping up, just lobbing that ball out there. Nice, easy catch, first down Rummel.
They'll place the ball in the near hash mark. The Raiders will have 2 receivers near side. Diggs takes the handoff, goes to the right. Wickersham faked me out. He kept it down the left side, near side, and he'll have a first down. And Danny, he's a very capable running back.
Well,
from the quarterback position.
I'd say that he's probably not going to do that very much tonight. If you're a DB or a linebacker and you see the quarterback with his hands on the ball, you got to punish him. That's a little bit different look from them of keeping his hands on the ball. If you remember Fields from last year, I think his feet were a lot better and he could run. He was a very good athlete, but I think Wickersham will hurt you in the air.
Yep. Wickersham takes the pass and center under pressure.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Caleb
Spann got him on a cornerback blitz from the backside and dropped him. Huge play there by Caleb.
Great job right there, sneaking in. keeping, and obviously Wickersham being a right-handed quarterback could not see from his blind side, the backside. They didn't have anybody to drop back to kick out on that block, and obviously he was uncovered. Nice job right there by Span. Biggest play of the game so far.
I want to give a special shout out to Pastor James Welch and his lovely wife Amy. They listen to us in Fort Lauderdale. Appreciate you. Empty set for the Raiders. 3 receivers to the right, 2 near side. Take a look through a little slip screen. They got to Diggs. Oh, he ran to his own guy, and it helped us. And Span drops him. Danny, if he don't run into his lineman, that had potential of being a big play for the Raiders, but he ran right into the guard.
Well, Kevin, I think the thing was he was trying to turn it upfield, and if he would have continued into the defense a little bit more in the middle of the field, he would have had a little bit more room. But I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to get that ball vertical.
Sure.
Unfortunately, the blue jerseys were all over it after that.
Be 3rd down and 12. Ball's at the 40. They have to get to the Patriot 48. 3 receivers to the right, 1 near side. Wickersham out of the shotgun, takes a pass from center, under pressure, throws it far side. It's going to be caught, but he's going to be tackled immediately.
Good job right there.
Well shot of the first down. Looks like Thomas on the tackle.
Kevin,
incomplete pass, guys.
Incomplete.
Job. Okay, good.
Incomplete. Good job right there. Hey, and guess what? 2 big things on that play happened. Quarterback got smoked right in the mouth, and we dropped the receiver as soon as he tried to catch the ball. Obviously, Gordon with a good report right there, an incomplete pass. But as soon as he touched the ball, Dante Thomas was right there to make the tackle. Fortunately for us, incomplete. And another good thing, like I mentioned, hitting the quarterback early in the first quarter, first drive.
Vanderbrook to punt. Back for the Patriots. Corey Wren near side. Caleb Span far side. They're going to stand around the Patriot 30 and 25-yard line. High kick. Wren fields it at the 29-yard line. Tackled immediately.
Yeah. And right there, Kevin. Just make a fair catch.
Patriots
and then we got to get out the way.
Yep, the Patriots will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. I want to give a shout out to Julie and Michael and Maples and Covington. They're watching us. We appreciate your loyal support.
Kevin, got to give a shout out to my buddy down there in the feet, Chris Hebert, also class of 01. Give a shout out to all my old defensive line buddy. And Chris, appreciate your support down there in the feet, fishing charters, and he's listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Well, it's official TV timeout on the field, so timeout by the official. 7:12 to go in the first. It's the Patriots 7, the Raiders 0.
For that timeout in action, I want to say thank you to Kel Kopecky and Exit Realty Nola Premier. They're a full-service brokerage firm, residential, commercial, and leasing. They have cutting-edge tech to help buyers and sellers. They offer retirement and beneficiary benefits for all their agents. Go check them out. Exit Realty Nola Premier, 2200 Veterans Boulevard, Suite 206 in Kenner. Give them a call, 504-298-3948. That's 504-298-3948. Kel Kopecky, Exit Realty Nola Premier. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Well, the Patriots defense answered. Let's see if the Patriots offense can put some more points on the board like they did on the first drive. What a coincidence. Jay and Tracy and Haley Eckert watching this from New Brunswick, Texas, and Mr. Walter just showed up in the booth. He's the official timekeeper tonight. They place the ball right in the middle of the field. 1st and 10, Patriots. Send the receiver Davis in motion all the way across the formation. Will come near side. Guggenheim stumbled, but he gained 4 yards to the 33.
Ooh, that could have been a lot more there, Kevin. Good job of him just sneaking forward. But hey, this is the these are the things that we talk about. That's a nice positive gain. You control the football, 4 yards, but a lot more room there.
If he don't trip,
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And and like we've said for the last few years, the good thing about Colin is once he gets in the open, he's got great speed to boot as well.
Twins receivers to the left. They'll keep the ball in the near hash mark. Let's see if we do an option to the near side. We come near side. Guggenheim is going to hand it off to Shane Goins. Nowhere. Be 3rd down and 7.
I think he actually had the pull read again.
3rd down and 6, excuse me.
I think he had it there, Kevin.
Yeah.
He did, Dan. He was wide open.
I think he was. And, you know, as a quarterback, sometimes it takes a little while to figure out. You don't want to just kind of hog the ball, but you want to be able to make the proper reads. And honestly, in the beginning of the first quarter, you kind of, like I said, you feel it out. It's almost like a chess match, back and forth, back and forth. And I guarantee you, from what I see so far, Colin's going to have a big game tonight.
Yep. 3rd down and 6. Patriots will have a split out to the left, split to the right. Ball still in the near hash mark. We'll send the receiver in motion all the way near side. We go to the left, and Guggenheim's going to keep it. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
First down.
We might have a first down. We might have recovered it at the stick.
We sure do. First down,
Wow.
Patriots. Ooh, got lucky on that one,
Sure
Kevin.
did.
And big, and big Pizzolato gets off the pile, showing him his guns after he recovers it for a first down. Good job by the big boy senior, jumping on the ball, being Johnny on the spot.
Hey, I want to give a shout-out to my Patriot big brother, Todd Hughley. He wore number 18
There you go.
back in the day. He's listening to us. He's out in the Woodlands, Texas. Appreciate you. And a classmate of mine, Derek Wilson, played basketball for the Patriots.
Got to give a shout out to my old center, Vamp 50, Terry Buffoni, listening to us live in Houston. I tell you what, any year that you played for the Patriots, you're probably tuning in for this one, don't you think?
Well, because so many of us back in the 70s and
No
early
doubt
80s
about it.
and
Wanted to play.
Well, you were lucky enough to play them in two jamborees.
Couple jamborees.
You know, we never had the opportunity, though we asked for it, to play them in football. We played them in baseball and got thumped.
Right.
You know,
They were good.
Would always bother us. But, well, you know, look, I went, to St. Matthew from kindergarten to 4th grade. A lot of my classmates from St. Matthew went to Rummel, played at the Harahan Playground and Little Farms and that kind of stuff. So, we all grew up with each other, and it was fun. We were teammates as kids and then wanted to be rivals in high school. Just unfortunately couldn't make it happen in football. But
now the officials are talking to Colin, Kevin, telling him that the 25-second clock is dead. They're going to let him know that the hand is going to go up in the secondary. Okay. They're going to let him know when it's 10. I think it's inside of 10 seconds. And they're going to hold their hand up and let him know how much time is on the clock.
Okay.
But basically, I don't think we're going to be in the huddle to really make it close tonight as long as we make our decisions.
5:43 and counting. We're in the first period. The Patriots 7, Raiders 0. First and 10 Patriots from their own 40. We'll stay with Wren and Goins at halfback. Guggenheim gets it to Goins over the center. He bounces it out to the left, but a nice move on the defensive end and gained 2 to the 42, but that had potential of being a loss of 1.
Kevin, that was a linebacker scraping right there. He stuck his foot in the ground, got vertical, and to get a good job of making something out of nothing right there. Nice job by Shane Goins.
I'll give a shout out to Luke Charpentier. Listen to us in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Luke was an all-state offensive tackle for us. He wore number 75 for the Patriots, and then he played for the Hogs 4 years and did really well there. Thanks for listening, big guy.
All right, Kevin. I'll tell you what, the way I'm seeing it right now, you might want a little bit of play action or something off of like an inside dive, see if we can maybe do something inside.
There we go. Quarterback going to fake. He's going to run. He has a lot of room. But he ran inside. If he ran more towards the boundary, towards the Rummel sideline, I think he's still running.
Yeah, I think you're right, too. Now, it looked like to me that they did a little something different on that defense. I think the safety switched up a little bit right there. But I like the play call, trying to get something down the field and seeing what we got. But, hey, like I said, Collins making something out of nothing. Doesn't have it, does the smart play, tucks it and runs physical. And now we're bringing up 3rd and short.
Yeah, it was a gain of 5. 3rd down 3. Ball at the 47. Have to get to midfield. 2 tight ends, split near side. Ball's on the left hash mark, top of the field. Guggenheim is checking off at the line of scrimmage. He goes to the left. He's going to follow the runner, and he has the first down right at the 50-yard line. Great job.
That's a bad spot. Goodness gracious. He fell at about the 49-yard line. They're spotting it right at the 50.
Well, that's the first down.
Yeah, but goodness, that was a bad spot. I mean, they're barely even touching the 50.
Hey.
Whatever. First down, like you said.
You just need the nose on the sticks. I want to give a shout out to Jay Meyer and his family. Listen to us out in Gramercy, class of 70. He's a football class of 75. He graduated a little later than that. Jay trying to make himself a little older. I know you're the class of 77, Jay. First and 10 Patriots from the 50. Split near side and to the top of the field. We'll send Wren in motion near side. Now we have a twin set. We'll come with the option. And Guggenheim, got tackled by the ball.
Yep, no doubt about it.
They did a good job. Grabbed the ball, and that's how he tackled him.
He got right on it. Met at that mesh point, Kevin, and we pulled it. I think it was actually a give read, and that's kind of the chest smash that I'm talking about. The last second you jump outside or dive inside, not show the quarterback your full chest or your shoulders. He's unsure. He pulled it, and then the defensive player was right there on the ball, like you mentioned, and did a good job of just eating it, getting on the ball, and we're playing again 2nd down.
Loss of 1, 2nd down 11. Give a shout out to Chris Vallada watching for the Best Bank. Of course, Cody watching in Fayetteville. He's with the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Good luck to you guys tomorrow. Guggenheim fakes the run under pressure, fires a pass. It's going to be, incomplete, but it's a late flag. Did we have a lineman downfield? No.
No. I don't know. Jerry's acting like it's on them.
I hope so. I just saw a lineman down the field, but he may have gone after the. Let's see. What does Gervais call? Yep, there's a lineman downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yes, sir.
That's the third time it's happened this year, Danny.
You called it. Kevin, I even have my Little Farms Pirates, Coach Nick over there. Little Farms watching, listening to us live. I want to say go Pirates. That's when my boys Madden and Baylor are playing. I appreciate the support from River Ridge right in our own backyard.
All right, they're going to move the ball back to the Patriot 44-yard line. We have to get it to the Raider 40. But it's still second down.
I was about to say, with our offense, though, Kevin, it's not panic time.
No.
You could have an explosive play on any down. So this is actually, for us, second and manageable.
And I understand, trying to throw a pass look, but
yeah,
we have to look good doing it.
It happens, and let's go back to pounding it in the face.
Second and about 16. We'll send Goins in motion to the left. Guggenheim back to pass, quarterback draw all the way, and he gets it to the Raider 49-yard line. So now it'll be 3rd down and 9.
I tell you what. That's a different look. I've never, ever, as long as I've been around Curtis, have I ever seen anybody drop back and then do a quarterback draw. So I don't know if that was designed or Colin just said, hey,
yeah, it was called.
Something's off here and I need to step my back foot in the ground and run. But, yeah, nice design play. Like I said, 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 10, but we got the athletes to do it.
2:10 and counting. We're in the first period. The Patriots lead at 7-0. This is the second possession for the Patriots after scoring on the opening drive. We're going to call a timeout.
Yep.
The receivers broke the huddle and went to the left. They should have come to the right. So, timeout Patriots, 1:58 to go in the first. It's the Patriots 7, the Raiders 0.
Well, Kevin, I think we had time. The problem is, like I said, without the 25-second clock, you're not sure of how much time you really have out there. So Coach JT did the right call, calling timeout. Like I said, it's 3rd down, very important down for us, and we got to be able to make it happen here. It looks like 3rd and about 10. So very important play for us. Let's call a good one and march it down the field. Got to give a good shout-out, Kevin, to all of our offensive linemen as well. They're playing very, very solid this year. A very mature, old group for us, and they've been playing really, really well. So let's continue to pound it right at their face, run it right at them, see what we can do.
I'm going to give a shout out to Dex Thibodeau. He's listening to us from abroad. Appreciate you.
Kevin, for this stop in action, I want to say thank you to another one of our sponsors, Anytime Fitness of Metairie, 5200 Veterans Boulevard, 70,006. Give them a call, 504-218-4814. Of course, owners are Damon Lepper, class of 97, and Janice Toops Lepper, class of 01. They're offering 24/7 access to over 4,000 clubs worldwide. Cardio equipment, strength training equipment, free weights, personal training, small group classes. Mention Patriot Nation during sign-up and receive free enrollment and 10% off their monthly membership dues. Anytime Fitness of Metairie, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
I want to give a shout out again back to Todd Hughley. His kids didn't believe him that we gave him a shout out, that he was a teammate of mine. And,
there you go.
Though he wore number 18, not necessarily the best 18 in school history. That goes to you because you're a quarterback. But he was probably out of the receivers that ever wore 18, probably the best one.
That's
there.
what I want to hear. Nice job, Todd. And kids, when your dad tells you something, you got to listen.
And he was a very good receiver. I was the only freshman receiver. We had about 6 seniors, about 4 or 5 juniors, and 2 sophomores. I was the youngest.
You a grunt.
He took care of me.
There you go.
3rd and a long 9. Ball in the middle of the field. We're going to fake the draw. Back to pass as Guggenheim has a whole left side. And he's going to take it off. Can he get it? And he's going to be – oh, he got it.
He did. Oh, don't mark him down there.
Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds or his knee was down?
No. I think the ball went down, but he wasn't down.
Correct. Okay, now they're going to mark it correctly.
Yep,
that should be a first down.
Okay. Originally, the official checked up on me.
Sure did.
And stopped at about the 42-yard line, and I didn't like what he was doing. And
no.
Please get together and make it happen. Yeah, only his hand went down with the ball, but he was okay. So let's see what they mark here.
He fought hard for the first down, but they still haven't marked it.
Make sure they make the right call here. I'm giving them the first down marker up here in the booth. So
I think it's first down, too. But let's say this. If they mark him at the 42, 4th and 2, I'd go for it here.
Why not? We can run it right at them and make it happen.
Give a shout out to one of your former teammates, David Higgins, number 48. He says, go Big Blue.
That's a big boy that can run.
And we know Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon, they're listening to us out in Phoenix, Arizona. They're the president of the
Phoenix chapter.
Patriot Nation fan club out in Phoenix. We appreciate them. Let's see what Mr. Gervais says. Personal foul on the Patriots.
Replay 3rd down.
It was during the play, he said.
Yeah.
That's a receiver. What can a receiver do?
Well, he could get up in his face, put his hands in his face, pull him down. There's a lot you could do.
All right, so move the ball back to the Patriot 46-yard line. If the Patriots end up scoring a touchdown on this drive, they only needed to go 71 yards. But with the penalties,
Did it a few times, huh?
yeah, they might be a
Went
95.
about 95?
Yeah. Hey, fellow teammate of mine, David Carrick. He wore number 41 for us back in the day. He lived to us on the North Shore. Appreciate you, David.
Kevin, the good thing about this, though, is we are continuing to take time off the clock. We got 1:45 left here in the first quarter.
All right, twins to the left. That's the short side of the field. Ball in that top hash mark. Guggenheim back to pass. Rolls to his right. He's in trouble. Rolls back to his left, and they're going to get him.
Protect the ball. There you go.
A 2-yard sack, so that didn't work.
Nope, that's okay. Protect the ball. Clock's continuing to run. Somebody's down here for Rummel.
That was an 11-play drive that went for naught.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin.
But
You know what, though?
no disrespect to the Raider defense. I know that's all they didn't stop us. We stopped us.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot a few times there in that drive. But here's the thing. With a senior punter like McCready, if you could flip the field position, we've only had one drive on the defense. They've only had one possession for us to be able to defend. If you could flip the field position and pin them inside the 20, that's almost a victory with being able to march some time off the clock, pinning them deep in their territory, making them drive on our defense. Hopefully we'll be able to get a turnover or something big here. So not bad. I know, obviously it's unfortunate we didn't get a first down and continue to move the ball, but I kind of like where we are here on the field.
We overcame the first penalty, but that second penalty there was huge for 15 yards, but it was on first down after we got the first.
What number is that, 35, Kevin?
Let's see. Yes.
Let's see who that is.
Aaron Thomas.
And unfortunately, he doesn't look like he's feeling too good, so he may not return tonight, so our thoughts are with him, and hopefully he's okay.
Kaufman will go back to field the punt. And correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, he's already committed to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he sure is. Very capable athlete,
Yep.
Very good player, and I'd probably say that Coy Moore and Kaufman are the best two on their team.
He's going to stand around the Raider 15-yard line. McCready's going to stand at the Patriot 30.
Here we go. Let's boot it.
123 and counting. Nice snap. Pretty wobbly kick to be fielded at the 20-yard line, 21 to be exact. Fair caught. And that's where the Raiders will take it over. First and 10, 1:10 to go in the quarter. And there was a little extracurricular activity. I didn't really see what happened afterwards.
I don't know how that's not a penalty on them. Running back into the pile, trying to push around. But anyway, doesn't matter. Good field position for our defense right now. Kevin, like I said, flipping the field position. And time for us to go to work on defense again.
Yeah.
Lick your chops, defensive lineman, and let's go get after that QB.
All right, let's see. First and 10 Raiders from their own 21. Two receivers near side. One will be to the top of the field. Diggs is going to line up to the right of Wickersham. They'll stay in the shotgun. Now they'll slide over a slot to the near side. They'll hand it off to Diggs. He goes to the right, and he goes nowhere. Loss of one.
Nowhere.
Credit Big E, White, and Angelo.
I'm telling you right now, they cannot consistently run
And
a
Krieger.
throw on our defense. Our defensive front is playing at such a high level right now, and our linebackers, we got to continue to play hard and physical for the rest of the night. But obviously right now, we're doing what we're supposed to do.
We check out Krieger from the linemen. He's going to go with three linemen and put in a nickel. Double twin set. Wickersham hands it off to the big running back. He goes nowhere. More down, ball down. Patriots got it. At the
Patriots
14.
ball, baby! Talking about big plays on the defensive side. That's exactly what we needed. Patriots ball. Don't score on offense. Defense going to get the ball back.
Defense forced a fumble. The Patriots recovered it at the plus 15-yard line with 30.6 to go in the quarter. Great job by the defense.
Got to put it in here,
And
Kevin.
we talked about it pregame. Everybody said how good the Patriot offense is versus the Rummel defense. Nobody talked about the Patriots defense.
Seriously.
So far, so good.
Playing with a chip on their shoulder like they should be.
Plenty of football will be played. Two tight ends split near side. We'll stay with Wren and Goins at halfback. Guggenheim with a long count. will go to the left, and no gain. Credit them. They just stopped Wren at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to run something outside, Kevin. They almost looked like they were confused up at the top of the field. Looked like we had a lot of room there, and Colin handed it off. But like I said, that's a little bit more of kind of we're feeling them out. We're going to get it, and all of a sudden, boom, we're going to bust a big play.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You were a quarterback. They didn't know how to line up. We knew to play, snap the ball.
That's right.
It was almost like as Colin let him set.
Well, I'm almost wondering if he thought they were going to shift or do something. He was kind of hesitating and waiting a little bit. Sometimes you just got to run it and do your best with it.
2 tight ends split at the top of the field. It's time to go to the right. Shane Goins fights hard, and he'll get 1. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 9.
Got to convert this into points, Kevin. Defense comes up huge like that for you. You got to get some points on the board.
That's it. After 1 quarter of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 7, the Rummel Raiders 0.
Kevin, they got another guy down on the field, number 21. Looks like he might be injured. For that first quarter of action, I want to say thank you to Gene Lafitte Harbor. They offer a wide range of services and rentals such as bow or rod and reel fishing charters, RV campground rentals with 30 and 50 amp hookups, cabin rentals for small or large groups, airboat swamp tours, boat storage and boat slips, workboat rentals, pavilion rentals for hosting fishing rodeo fundraisers, just like the men's club does there each and every year. They have a fully stocked hardware store and marina. And new this year, you can dine at the Barge Restaurant for breakfast or lunch. So for more details, visit www.GeneLafitteHarbor.com or John Curtis Christian School alum, Shaw Cuevas, class of 05. Give him a call, 504-689-2013. That's 504-689-2013. Gene Lafitte Harbor, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
First quarter highlights, all Patriots. Patriots got the opening kickoff. On the very first play from scrimmage, Guggenheim ran it 67 yards to the Raider 13-yard line. 3 plays later, Wren had a 7-yard touchdown run off the left side. McCready added a PAT, making it 7-0, and that's where we stand going into the second quarter. Patriots also have a 3rd down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going right to left. Though I want 6 if we have to. Hey, we got a capable kicker. We can get 3 out.
Oh, no doubt about it. We got to convert this into points. And this guy doing it in the huddle. Anyway, you got to be able to put a touchdown on the board after your defense gives you such great field position. Great 15, job by them, yeah. But here we go. Let's go to work, offense. Second quarter is about to start. JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
All right, we'll stay with 2 tight ends, split near side. Wren the near side halfback, Goins the right side. We'll send Wren in motion to the right. Guggenheim now with a long. He must be checking off. He goes to the right. He's going to keep it. He's at a 10. He's to the 6-yard line. Oh, it's a late flag.
Late flag.
Woo, is that late? Chances are that's holding.
Not sure what they saw there, but you're probably right, Kevin. Probably holding. So what happened is Corey Wren came out of the backfield. They did not get anybody out of the box. The safety actually went with him man to man, which is something that we could look for later. Holding on the Patriots.
All right, let's mark that down. Big penalty so far on the previous drive. And now it's
big drive of penalties, Kevin. We're continuously shooting ourselves in the foot on this drive.
You know, in speaking with Rodney, Colin's dad before the game, he told us a little something that Colin felt the way that the Rummel was playing, he may be able to cut it up a little sooner. And so far, so good. He's made some nice cuts.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, Kevin, as you watch film, you try to dissect what they're doing defensively and maybe what they did to you last year. But I think having the confidence and building on the game last year that we were able to score so many points. But obviously, Rummel's defense is very, very stout. In this drive, like you mentioned before, we're stopping ourselves.
3rd and 16, and back to the 21-yard line. 2 tight ends split near side. Guggenheim back to pass. He's going to throw a fade route to Davis near side of the end zone. And it's
touchdown! Oh, yeah, baby! Touchdown! Woo! Yes, sir!
Caught it in the back of the end zone. The defensive back was all over him, had one hand above him, and the ball just dropped right in the bucket.
At first, oh my goodness! At first, I couldn't find the ball. I couldn't see it. I thought he knocked it loose. All of a sudden, Colin dropped it right in the breadbasket back there in the back of the end zone. Great job of challenging their DBs. Great play call. Great throw. Great catch. You challenge us. You put everybody in the box. Guess what? We're going to throw a fade and attack you. We did just that and make it count.
Patriots line up for the PAT.
Woo!
Guggenheim hold. McCready to kick it.
Tell the referee
Snap. Place. Kick is up. And it's good. So 11:34 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 0.
Whew, got me all jacked up back in here. Here we go. For that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to one of our own, Kevin, Dr. Donald Faubacher, John Curtis graduate, and today a primary care doctor at East Jefferson General Hospital. When you or someone you care for needs the highest levels of personalized care, turn to Dr. Donald Faubacher, someone who grew up here, stayed here, practices medicine because he loves this region and loves his school. Thank you, Dr. Faubacher, for your continued support of our school and our teams. For any primary care, East Jefferson General Hospital physician, give him a call at 456-5000. That's 456-5000. East Jefferson General Hospital and Dr. D. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
After the Patriots defense got the fumble, setting up at the 15-yard line, it's a 4-play drive, 15 yards in distance, theoretically. That's where the drive started, but it was a 21-yard pitch and catch between Guggenheim and Davis for the touchdown. McCready's PAT makes it 14-0, and it took 1:06 off the clock. So the good job by the Patriot offense overcoming the holding call. And if you remember, when Guggenheim was a freshman, he completed a couple of those touchdown passes just like that on the same end zone.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, the good thing is that we saw it. You know, we have not really thrown the ball very much in the past few weeks, but we saw the matchup. We gave it a shot, and your senior quarterback made a tremendous throw where only our receiver could catch it, and Davis made a great play back of the end zone. Ring it up, 7 more for the Patriots, 14-0.
McCready hammers it into the end zone, and it will be touchback. So the Raiders will take it over first and 10 at their own 20. 11:34 to go in the half. The Patriots 14, Raiders 0.
Ooh, and it's a numbers game, just like we've talked about in plenty of weeks prior, Kevin. It's a numbers game. Who's going to be? We just saw it when Corey Wren removed himself out of the backfield. It was one-on-one coverage outside. And you got the fastest kid in the country. I would like to think that eventually you're probably going to throw him a fade too. But it's all about the numbers in the box. They put all the numbers in the box, one-on-one coverage outside. You got to attack. You got no choice. You got to make a play.
And I had a feeling we've been holding back a little bit all year. Didn't need to. Averaging 52 points a game, over 350 yards rushing.
And guess what? The defense has to attack. Same
Wickersham.
thing.
Oh,
Go get it. Go get it. Nice job.
That ball was blocked and it fell, Danny, right in the middle of the line of scrimmage.
Sure
Almost
did.
intercepted. That is how St. Aul got a pick 6 in the first play last week. So film studies there showed, hey, if you can't get to the quarterback, put your hands up. You can probably knock his ball down.
And like I said before, I think Wickersham is a very capable passer, but I don't think his feet are as good as Fields, the way that he was able to move around in the pocket and out of the pocket. So he's going to be a little bit more of a statue back there, and our defensive line is going to lick their chops and eat him up.
Sturgis is the running back. He'll stand to the left of Wickersham out of the shotgun. They can hand it to him. He tries to come left. Patriots defense is right there.
Got nothing.
Loss of 1. Late flag. Oh.
What is that?
It better not be on us. We didn't do anything.
No, sir. Got to be holding on
I
him.
hope so. But if they did, they didn't hold anybody because we had full blue jerseys there.
Yeah, holding on them. I'd say decline it. Bring up 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
See what we got to do. They might push him back, but
you can see Gullen came in from that strong safety. He was waiting for him.
He kept contained, did his job, made the guy pull back inside, and a lot of blue jerseys running from inside out with some speed. Okay, and look, here's another thing about our defensive front. Not only are they big and physical, but they're going to attack and run after the ball. They're fast. They can get to the football.
Well, Coach elects to take the penalty to push it back for field position.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
I'm with you.
That's not a bad call either way, Kevin. You either decline it or accept it. Either way, they're fighting uphill.
All right, puts the ball at the 9-yard line. 3 receivers near side, 2 top of the field, empty set for Wickersham. He'll take the pass from center, steps up in the pocket, has a lot of room. He's going to decide to run it, and we're going to get him at the 15.
And there you go. You see, Coach JT's a genius.
Gain of
Took
6.
the penalty. Now it's about 3rd and 15. And like I mentioned, they're fighting for field position at this point. And obviously, passing down, this is the situation again where your defensive line has to get up and in the quarterback's face, and our defensive front is playing very physical so far today. Got to do the same thing we've been doing in the back end in great coverage. And here we go, D.
3rd and 14 officially, 10:45 and counting. 3 receivers near side, 1 top of the field. Wickersham pump fakes, looks near side, under pressure. He's going to run it, has a lot of running room. Can we get him? We do.
Good job.
Got him at 22.
Not even close.
And he's hurt. Got hit on the kneecap.
Tell you what, big hit right there. Open field tackle, great tackle right there. Dropped him as soon as we hit him.
Right on the kneecap.
And obviously,
that hurts.
You're going to get our. Let me tell you something. I know for a fact. Got to get our training staff out there to check him out. Hopefully, he's okay. And nice play by our defender. It's going to bring up third. What you got? About 7, Kevin?
About that. But the Patriots, credit the Patriot medical staff. They were on him quickly. I don't want any severe injury at all, but I could just tell my vantage point. I saw the helmet to the kneecap. I've had that a few times through the years, and it definitely doesn't feel good, especially on a cold night like tonight.
Yep.
So we have an injury timeout on the field. 10:32 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 0.
All right, here we go. And like I said before, you don't want anybody to get injured. Our thoughts and prayers are out there for their QB. Obviously, a huge asset for their team as a leader of their offense. But we got to do what we got to do. And nice play right there by our defense, making it happen. And we got to do offensively. We're gonna force fourth down, and of course they're gonna go out there and punt. But Kevin, this is the situation where you can set up when they boom a nice punt from here and they outkick their coverage. This is when we have very capable bodies back there, being able to put a nice return on them. Perfect position in the field right here for the Patriots.
I want to give a shout out to a fellow Patriot in a second after this punt. Vandenbroek to punt it. Span and Wren are back for the Patriots.
Keep your eyes up for anything, though, Kevin. Still got to protect fourth down. Not sure what they're going to do. Might punt it, might not.
Well, in the 16 playoff game quarterfinals, they faked it from this part of the field. There's a snap. He dropped it. He gets a nice kick. Wren, I was going to let it hit. Bad mistake by Wren. Get away from it now, buddy.
Get away.
Corey, what are you doing? He lets it roll to the 18-yard line, but he kept following the ball down the field, but the ball could take a funny bounce and touch him.
Well, here's the thing. What you do with that, you get close enough on the first bounce, and if you're able to attack it, you go get it. After the first bounce, you're done. The defenders are there. Get away from it, and let's play offense. So here we go. Back to work, Kevin. We got 9:51 in the second quarter. You listen to us live, JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We are up 14-0 on the Rummel Raiders.
I want to give a shout out to Kay Beloso, fellow Patriot, playing first base for the Tigers. Appreciate you, buddy.
What's up, big dog?
Yeah, hey, don't forget, during your offseason, the little bow fishing trip got to get scheduled, buddy.
Come on now. And if you remember, Cade was a nice post on the end for us, the outside linebacker position. And good to have him. And obviously, we love watching him.
Raiders got about 25 yards in that roll, Danny. But 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Patriots going right to left. They'll place it at that hash mark to the top of the field. Guggenheim goes to the right. He's going to keep it. No gain.
Nice play right there, defensive for the Raiders. That coach has got to get off the field. Not sure what he's doing.
Last time a little big comment, but I know Corey wanted to make a fair catch. Go get it. He's fast. Go get in position.
Exactly.
You save 25
yards.
Make
a fair catch and go get it. And like I said, nobody said you can't make a fair catch on the run. Make a fair catch. You receive the ball and you got to get under it. You know the ball stops where you caught the ball. But
we almost made a bad play worse.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. 2nd down 10. Patriots from their own 18-yard line. 9:05 and counting. Option near side. Got the pitch. Can we turn the corner? Goins is going to slip down with a loss of 1 to the 17-yard line. Hey. You got to credit Rummel's defense, too. They do a good job. Their team speed's pretty good, and they did a good job running laterally.
They did. If we would have got a block on the corner right there, we have a lot more left in the tank outside, and Shane's obviously got to stick his outside foot in the ground. Look like he slipped on that field turf down there. Yeah. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful night out here. Friday night, some
good news is
Louisiana football.
They give it to him at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down 10, twins to the right. Ball's on the near hash mark. Guggenheim's checking off. Send the receiver in motion near side. Guggenheim back to pass, fires it, and he got it to Taylor, and he's going to have the 1st down. He broke the tackle, and he gets hammered out of bounds.
Yeah, baby.
33.
Yeah,
nice
almost runs out
and catch.
Runs over the guy on the out of bounds. 1st down, Patriots. Nice job by the senior quarterback locating it. Great play call right there on the inside motion. Basically swapped positions there, and then obviously we ran the out route from the from the inside guy. Nice completion for the first down.
Yep, gain of 15, 1st and 10 Patriots, 8:10 to go in the half. Twins to the right will come to the left near side. Corey Wren, oh my goodness.
Close.
Gain of 3, and the guy fell into his leg. If he don't fall on his leg, Corey's to the house.
I tell you what, they're definitely not going to catch him.
Patriots quickly to the line of scrimmage, trying to catch the Raiders off guard. They'll stay the same formation. Guggenheim comes back near side. He's going to keep it. He's going to duck it. He's going to cross the 435. He's to the 40. He's about a half a yard shy of the first down.
Boy, very, very close. Quarterback sneak territory right here for Guggenheim. Obviously, those big bodies can come off the fire, off the ball, make it happen. Get up and get down, and let's go.
Danny, hands on hips on the defensive line there. They're sucking to win.
I like it.
Patriots back to the line of scrimmage.
Exactly the position we want to be here.
2 tight ends, split to the right. We'll go to the right, and we have the first down. Goins got it to the 48. I'm assuming the 42-yard line.
Good job by Shane, just hitting it as fast as he can. And their guy, looks like they have another guy down for the Raiders.
One of those big linemen, yep. He's probably just gassed. So injury time out on the field, 7:17 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 0.
Well, I don't know if this is true, but I don't know if you heard this week where they were talking a lot about Navy's defense.
I saw that.
Trying to, and of course that's not what I'm saying here, but to slow down an offensive scheme like Tulane, they were saying that Navy probably had a little bit of a scheme of those guys going down in the secondary on the interior line of scrimmage to give themselves a break, be able to get set and get moving again defensively, and guess what? It worked.
Auburn did that last week against LSU. Of course, that guy was, if you don't saw the video of that, he's just walking back to the huddle, and it looked like literally 10 seconds after the play, like a sniper took him out. He just fell down. He didn't do a good acting job at all on that.
Kevin, want to say thank you and give a shout out to Joanna Faubacher. She said they won their 2 games in Lafayette.
Awesome.
And looked spooktacular.
I believe that the Spooktacular, that's the name of the tournament they're playing in out there.
What's wrong with that? Win it.
No.
The job. And he's still down, Kevin, on about the 40-yard line. Do we identify him yet?
Let's see.
Not yet. Look, you get him?
32.
32. He's walking. Yeah, he looks like he's okay. Getting up and
Jordan
walking
Williams.
off nice and easy. So good for him. And it's first down for the Patriots. So
here's a little text. The Lady Patriots just defeated Catholic of New Iberia 2-0.
Good deal. Kevin, we got 7:17 left here in the second quarter. Listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We're on top 14-0 and driving.
Let's get some points here because they get the ball to start the second half.
Got to get another touchdown here on this drive.
All right, ball's in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 Patriots. They start the clock, 7:14 and counting. The ball's at the Patriot 42-yard line. Will come power play near side. Corey Wren holds on the ball, goes back to the right. He's being pulled by his offensive lineman and gets it to the, let's call it the 49-yard line. It's between the 48 and 49. We'll go with the 49, gain of 7.
Nice job right there. A little power play right at you. Corey did a good job right there using his vision, cutting back up inside, following his offensive lineman. Like you said, I think one of our guys kind of grabbed him and pulled him for another yard there, and we're going to be right back on it.
Yeah, they move it to the 48. Double huddle, Twins receivers near side, ball in the middle of the field. Second down and about 4. Got to get it to the 48 of the Raiders. Guggenheim is checking off. Will come near side. Guggenheim keeps it, and he fights hard. He's to the 50, and that's all he's going to get. He actually should be on the 50. They're going to mark it just shy of the 50, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 2.
Coach Christie wanted to let me know that, of course, obviously the Lady Patriots won, but all of the parents were out there cheering and listening to us live out in Lafayette and on their iPods and iPads and laptops, and we appreciate that.
All right, 2 tight ends split out far to the right. 3rd and a long 2. Will come near side. Guggenheim keeps it. He has the first down. He's upended. But he has the first down.
Yep.
He fell right at the sticks.
That's all that matters. Nice tackle, but first down.
He landed awkwardly on his shoulder, but he got right back up.
Yep. Good, tough kid right there.
Yeah, he is.
Number 14, senior QB. He's every bit of 200 pounds, solid, and he's tough to tackle. A good job right there. But guess what? First down, Patriots.
5:32 to go in the half, and he's tougher than woodpecker lips too, man.
Yep.
2 tight ends split to the right. They'll keep the ball in the near hair, smart. Patriots offense so far is having its way with the Raider defense. We'll go to the right. Guggenheim is going to hand it off to Goins. No gain, second down and 10.
I tell you what, sometimes, Kevin, on the interior dive or even on the outside, when we've handed it off, we haven't really gotten big chunks yet. That's what we've been used to this year.
Yep.
But Colin is obviously being able to pull most of the load right there when he's able to pull the ball. So we'll see as this game progresses, how is that going to work out from Colin being able to control the football and pull it, maybe even kick it outside and using some of our running back speed, and here we go.
Yep. Same formation, 2 tight ends split to the right, 4:44 and counting. Second down, 10. Guggenheim, counter option, Corey Wren, not an option, just a counter play to Corey Wren. He goes off the left side, he gets it to the 45-yard line.
Nice little different play call right there, a little counter action, showing them a different look, but we're continuing to run it right at them with some success. Third down, about 7 here, Kevin.
Yeah, we have to get it to the 38.
Come on, we got to continue this drive, continue to run the clock, and obviously convert this into points as well.
4:12 and counting. We're in the second quarter. Patriots lead at 14-0. Now we'll split 2 receivers far to the right. Ball is placed on the near hash mark. And Guggenheim wants to call timeout.
Yep.
He does. So timeout Patriots, 3:56 to go in a half. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 0.
And he understands the situation, Kevin. Third, manageable, but 3rd and 7 at a very important time in the game with 3:56 left here. The receivers weren't quite, we didn't know who was on, who was off. Just take a timeout. Let's get on the sidelines, regroup, do what we got to do, and make sure that this drive is successful. I want to say thank you to David Blackwell. He's out there in Jonesboro, Arkansas. He said he's gigging this weekend.
Nice.
Couldn't miss this one. Appreciate you guys live streaming for me, so appreciate that. And I want to say thank you to one of my offensive linemen, Blaine DeSell, listening with his cousin Brad, and appreciate those guys. And one of my old guards, number 54. And so far, so good, right?
Well, it'd be a little better if we can convert on this 3rd down and 7.
That's right.
I said I want to get the Patriots some more points for it. Excuse me, before halftime. The Raiders get the ball after the half, and it could be a field goal. I just want to go up another 3 scores.
And if you're listening to us, don't forget to visit Yaya's Comfort Food right there in Harahan, close to school, 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan. Give them a call for your next catering event, anything you got going on. Best breakfast and lunch in town, 575-3434. Yaya's Comfort Food, 2317 Hickory Avenue, 575-3434. Yaya's Comfort Food, just like you like it.
All right, there we go. Same formation, twins to the right. Ball in the near hash mark. We'll send the receiver in motion towards the formation. Guggenheim back to pass. We held him. They don't call it. We throw it deep to Davis. It's caught.
Nice.
At the 24-yard line. Nice long out route. We got away with one, Danny. We held a tackle up here at the top of the field. They didn't see it.
Well, I tell you what, great job right there of throwing him open where it needed to be. Colin had to get away from the rush, so he had to sprint out. That's not an easy throw to throw it downfield, and he flattened him out and did a nice throw and completion.
Patriots are quickly to the line of scrimmage. We come near side. Guggenheim's going to foul the back up the hole. He bounces to the right. He crosses the 20s to the 18-yard line.
Come on, continue to tempo him. Continue to tempo him. Let's go. Get up and get down.
They're winded, Danny.
Yeah, these guys are gassed. Come on, get up and get down.
Our coach is right next to. They're trying to yell, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Here we go. Yeah.
2nd and 4.
Get up and get down. Offensive lineman, come off the ball and push.
Ball's on the right hash mark. We'll come near side. Got a pitch. Oh, Goins got tackled for a big loss back to the 25-yard line. Lost all that.
Kevin, if he gives the ball, it's a touchdown.
Yeah. Corey Wren is scoring.
Oh, it is he scoring. He basically walked right past the defense, and we pitched it out into 3 people. But obviously, that may have been called, not sure, but I think it's a give read.
Goes from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 11 now.
Yep.
Ball is at the 25. Shoot. Yikes.
There we go.
Hey, credit the Raider defense.
Yep.
All right, now we got twins to the near side. Ball's on that far hash mark. Let's see if we do an out route near side.
Tell you what, we'll challenge them in the air a little bit.
Guggenheim, 3-step drop. Looks to do a fade. Throws a post, has it. Oh, incomplete. Going for Taylor. The defensive back jumped it, and it'll be 4th down and 11.
Pretty good protection right there. Kevin by the offensive line, not too bad. Just couldn't get enough space there as a receiver.
We'll kick the field goal here.
Post over the top corner. Looked like he undercut it a little bit. Maybe could have dropped that one over the top, kind of skinny. But we're going to line it up and try to kick this field goal.
42 yards will be the distance. The ball is about maybe 2 yards inside that right hash mark.
Yep.
McCready, the right-footed kicker, should be perfect for him. 2:29 to go in the half. 42-yard field goal attempt. Snap, place, blocked. There's a flag on the play. There might be offsides. He might have been offsides, Danny.
Sure was.
Let's see.
He was offsides.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the coaches were calling it up here as well. I think Tommy got in the side judge's ears. Hey, he's offside.
Well, it's offsides on us.
They called it on us?
They called. Wait, what the heck?
Huh.
They call a false start.
Yeah, false start on us.
So we get to replay the down.
That's right. So we get another try.
Here we go.
Here's an interesting thing. They take Ronald Poole out and they put Corey Wren at the little in-person protector. Do we
I don't know. Or maybe it came from Ronald's side, the block.
it?
Who knows?
No, he was on top of the field.
Yep. No,
All
you're
right,
right.
so now it's going to be a 47-yard field goal attempt. Snap, place, kick is up. Has the distance. No,
Nope.
it doesn't. It's to the
No, it
right, and
doesn't.
it's no good. Had the distance, but just to the right. So
I think he hesitated a little bit, Kevin, when the ball was not placed on the tee right away. He hesitated a little bit and didn't drive through the ball, and therefore we missed it. But guess what? Patriots still on top, 14-0. Defense has got to come out here and shut them down with 2:21 left here. Cannot give up any points before half.
16-play drive took 7:30 off the clock and get no points out of it. That's okay, because the defense is back.
That's it. And like we said, everybody's been talking about their defense and our offense, and our defense doesn't like that. They say, we're good too, man. Maybe give us a shout out, see what happens. And I think they got a TV timeout on the field. So, Kevin, want to say thank you to another one of our sponsors, our family's company, River Parish Disposal. We've been picking up your commercial garbage in the greater New Orleans area for almost 40 years now. So give us a call at the office, 738-7700, or come check us out right there in Metairie and Airline Highway, 7201 Airline. Give us a shout. Come visit the website, bizstinks.com. And like we've said forever, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
You know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Not fielding the punt and giving away 25 yards.
Yeah.
You know, but we had a couple penalties. We overcame it.
Hey, let's put it this way.
It is what it is.
We've done enough offensively to be successful, and we've done enough to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
With not being able to convert, having silly penalties, not taking care of business when we have.
Well, the misread down here was big, too.
Exactly, misread. So there's, you know, like I always say, it's never as good as you think. It's never as bad as you think. So we've done some really good things and some things that aren't so good. So defense got to step up again for us.
Got to hold them here. They get the ball to start the second half. 3 receivers to the left, 2 near side. Wickersham, empty set, looks near side, fires on an out route, going to be caught and tackled immediately, but a gain of 7. I believe that's Diggs on the reception.
You know, he's a quick little back. They're going to get him out of the backfield, like you said, just flex him out with an empty backfield. We have to do a good job in coverage, but Kevin, more importantly, get after the quarterback. You know he's not going to run the ball in an empty set probably unless he's got serious numbers inside, so let's get after him, get in his lap.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. 2:17 to go in the half. Same formation, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Empty set for Wickersham. Takes the pass from center, sets up a little slip screen to Diggs, and he dropped it. He was running back to the middle of the field. He saw the blue jerseys, and then he took his eye off the ball and just dropped it. Be 3rd down 4.
Glenn Tapman gave me a shout out. He said David Tapman's listening to us live in Vegas.
Hey.
Somebody asked, why is the ball spotted on the 20-yard line after a missed field goal? That's the rule in high school.
Yeah. I'll come back to that in a second. All right, 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. They'll have running back to the left of Wickersham. Takes a pass from center, looks near side. Thought about running, doesn't he? Slips it off to the receiver.
Holding.
Caught. They'll have the first down. Let's see what the flag is.
Unless they better not call roughing. Come on.
Will Wright.
They're going to call roughing.
Oh, he's stepping up in the pocket, running with the ball. He flicks it out at the very end. Please don't call that. And they do.
They do. Roughing the passer. So that's going to be 15 more yards added. That's going to bring it to the
Put you in a tough position, Kevin.
46-yard line.
Just outside of 2 minutes here. We got to get it done.
2:05 to be exact. All right, ball in the near hash mark. They're going to line up with 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Now Diggs will come out from the backfield, make it 2 receivers near side. So empty set for Wickersham. They start the clock. It's now down to 1:53 and counting. Wickersham looks near side, throws it. It's going to be caught by Diggs, and he's going to get out of bounds at the Patriot 48.
Kevin, manageable situation for Rummel. 1:47 left, and obviously they have a good kicker as well. So they're looking to get any points if possible. Completion outside, clock stops, bringing up second down here.
The Raiders, they don't huddle up, but they're not in a hurry-up offense. Of course, the clock stopped with him going out of bounds. Now they're going to say 3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. They'll keep Diggs at the running back to the right of Wickersham. Wickersham steps up in the pocket, fires a bullet over the middle. Incomplete pass. The receivers looking for the interference call, and they
They're
don't call
calling
it.
for interference. It's not even close.
No.
Kevin got a shot up. Yeah. I don't think he wants. I don't think he wants to stand in that pocket, Kevin, and try to drive the ball down the field. He's going to be getting hit consistently all night. And nice job right there, defense. Pin your ears back and let's go. They got to start the 25-second clock. Let's go.
3rd and 4, 1:42 to go in half. They'll stay with the same formation.
And the receivers are confused down here at the bottom, Kevin.
Patriots put some pressure on them. Wickersham fires a pass, and it's almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. I'm telling you, he's sitting back there, not moving his feet, flat-footed, and trying to throw the ball out there. Just not looking good.
1:37 to go in the half. They'll force a punt. Go ahead, Dan.
Kevin got a shout-out from one of my old buddies, Tommy Benj. He said, shout-out to Curtis Shav members. Rummel Shav members have to pay this year's Christmas party if this gets on the air. So there it is, Big Tommy. As long as I'm invited, big dog. Go Patriots.
Flag on the play. We need to get back, Coach.
Yep. Get them back, and guess what?
We got 3 of them, and nobody's listening.
Well, here's the thing. We're getting the ball back. So get off, get out of bounds, get away. Let's get the ball back. Let's get a nice return, and we still got over a minute left here. We could do something with it.
We're going to play punt safe. We'll send Morgan back deep. Vanderbrook hits a high, wobbly kick. Fair catch call for, and the ball's going to roll inside the 10. Can it get to the 1? They kick it. They're going to save it.
Kick it out of bounds. I don't know what they were doing.
They're going to save it at where they're going to place it. That made me nervous the way Morgan was running back. We had a couple blue jerseys, and the ball could have touched one of our guys. That's the last thing we need to do is give them a first down inside our 10. But the Patriots take it over, looks like at the 7-yard line with 1:25 to go in the half.
Kind of pucker up here, man, when the punt return team's on the field. Whew, but a good job. I tell you what, their snapper almost snaps it real slow. Punter takes his time. They get down the field, and they do these high kicks that aren't very deep. You almost can't return it, but like you said, just fair catch it, get the heck out the way, and let's play.
Well, we're at the 7-yard line. If you remember back in 16, we had against Rummel, coincidentally going right to left, 2 94-yard drives against them. Can we do it with 1:25 to go?
You know we can.
93 yards to pay dirt.
Let's do it.
Guggenheim under center. He's going to quarterback keep it. And Danny, he fights his way to the 12-yard line.
Did he drop the snap, or was that a quarterback sneak the whole way?
He might have dropped it and just recovered. Gordon, could you see what happened down there?
Almost looked to me that we didn't get the snap. Thought the ball was on the ground, but maybe it was a QB sneak all the way, hopefully. But, hey, a nice positive 5-yard gain right there on first down.
Yep, and the Raiders call a timeout. So timeout Raiders, 1:18 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 0.
Keep it for us. Keep it for us. Let's go. I want to say thank you to our Patriot Nation Men's Club for showing up each and every week. Obviously, we had a great atmosphere out there, tailgating. We had Bubblicious Barbecue being sponsored this week, and I want to say thank you to the Men's Club for getting down there early, putting the tents out, bringing all the fans and some free food and showing their support. So we appreciate that. Patriot Nation Men's Club, thank you for your support. What are you going to say?
Googs is walking out the field a little gingerly in the medical
he
staff
sure
ran
is.
to him.
Sure
I don't
is. Almost looks like he's got a cramp.
think that got kicked in the ankle maybe.
Yeah. Jerry's saying, we don't have time for that stuff. Get your butt in the huddle and let's go.
Run some dirt on it.
Yeah. And he's a tough kid, Kevin. You know if something's bothering him. Here we go. Let's go back to work.
Well, you know, it is on a cool night like tonight.
Well,
sometimes a face mask or shoulder pad on the shin.
Let me tell you, their quarterback felt that earlier.
Patriots have 1 timeout left. The Raiders have 2. Hello? What happened?
I just went out.
Oh, no.
You can't hear me. I can't hear me.
Here you go. Guggenheim hands it off, and Corey Wren is going to break a couple tackles for the first down.
There I am. Perfect. Kevin got it.
Get unplugged up here, buddy.
Thank you, Kev. I'm good.
All
nice
right, so
first down.
And counting.
First down carry, like we mentioned, Kevin. In high school, you get a first down, the clock temporarily stops till they set it. And it's 1 minute and counting here. We got to get up and get down, make it happen.
1 timeout left for the Patriots. Nick on Johnny on the spot there.
That's it.
We do the counter, near side. No gain. They throw Wren down.
Close. It's close.
It's 2nd down 10.
We're shoulder pad away right there, Kevin.
And we may not run another play.
Blocks are meshing, and got to do what we got to do. And I think
we're in no hurry.
We are in no hurry, like you said.
Coach might be, he's putting the heads off, might be content. Taking it into the locker room with a 14-0 lead, and we do. So as the clock runs down, it's 20 seconds. So at the 1 half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 14, the Rummel Raiders 0.
Ooh, I tell you what, it's been an exciting first half, Kevin. And we knew it could be that way, and obviously both heavyweights, like we mentioned, just punching back and forth, seeing who's going to tip over, who's going to get back up, and who's going to keep fighting. So obviously for that first half of action, I want to say thank you to our premier halftime sponsor. That's our good buddy, Ryan Esteves at Bobby Seafood. Bobby Seafood's family-owned business located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978 and are celebrating 41 years of business. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials, fresh prepared food, hot, delicious po' boys, and hot boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. You might even see my buddy Kevin out there at your job site. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders and book your crawfish boil. That's Bobby Seafood, 738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriots football. We're going to go see this guy. I haven't had any of those pregame meals that he usually slaps on us, but after this victory today, we're going to have to go beat him down and get some of that good grub. So Bobby Seafood, Ryan, we appreciate you, my brother. Always the best.
Well, the Patriots got the opening kickoff, went on a 4-play drive, taking the ball 80 yards in distance and burning off 148 off the clock. Corey Wren had a 7-yard touchdown run off the left side. McCready added a PAT, making it the Patriots 7, Raiders 0. And that was at the 10-12 mark of the first quarter, and that was set up on the very first play from scrimmage. Colin Guggenheim had a 67-yard run to the Raider 13-yard line, and that's how the first quarter ended. The Patriots got on the board again in the second quarter. Guggenheim hit Davis on a 21-yard pass play in the back corner of the end zone. McCready added a PAT, making it 14-0, and that capped off a 4-play drive, 15 yards in distance, taking 106 off the clock. And that was set up by a fumble that the Patriots recovered at the Raider 15-yard line. The Patriots had a chance in the second quarter. Misfielded or didn't handle a punt properly, and the ball rolled an extra 25 yards. The Patriots had it first and 10 at their own 18-yard line, drove it down into Raider territory. Looked like they were going to probably punch it in for a touchdown, but had a loss, a tackle for loss that set them back a little bit, and then missed a 47-yard field goal attempt. And the defense held tight on the Raiders' last drive. And that's how the halftime ended, with the Patriots leading 14-0. Danny, your assessment overall, all three phases of the game on the Patriots.
Well, I tell you what, we've done a great job so far, Kevin. It's been an exciting ball game thus far in the first half for the Patriots. And, you know, you start the opening drive with the quarterback running such a nice play right there. First play from scrimmage. Huge play, and then obviously you punch it in 3 plays later. You couldn't ask for anything more. And then obviously the defense, Kevin, is really the story of the game today. Rummel's offense has really not gotten started and been able to do anything do anything of any substance. They've tried to throw the ball a little bit. We've gotten after them, tried to run the ball. We've done a great job keeping contained, getting to the football. So obviously, up 14-0, we're happy with it. But honestly, Kevin, I think it could even be worse right now. I think it should be more like 21-0 at this point. But we shot ourselves in the feet on a few offensive drives with some silly penalties and things like that. Letting the ball bounce a couple times on punt returns. But I'm happy with where we are right now, but I think there's a lot more in the tank for the Patriots. I think we make this thing a lot worse. We continue to pound the ball right at them. I think Rummel looked like they weren't really well conditioned in the first half, or their defensive line had the hands on their hips, and our guys were pounding it right in their face. And I really expect our defensive front, as the game winds on, to get in their face and give them a pounding. Their quarterback is not going to want to sit in the pocket for 4 quarters facing our defensive front. So I'm looking forward to that coming up here in the fourth quarter. But you got to do the same things you've been doing. Protect the football, run the clock, have some nice sustainable offensive drives, get after their QB, and obviously step it up a little bit more on special teams, communicate, and do the things that you have to do to be successful.
Well, so far so good. We mentioned in the first pregame, that both teams look for in the first 5 minutes just throwing haymakers. Well,
Right.
The Patriots came out, they threw the first few haymakers and kind of had the Raiders on their heels. Once the first quarter started to settle down, the Patriots just kept dogpiling on them, put up 14 points, had an opportunity. Again, and I hate to keep dogpiling this one particular play, but that's such a huge loss by not fielding the punt. You lose 15 yards. We still had opportunities to score down here. We overcame some penalties, converted on a long third down play, but then had a tackle for loss on it was a 2nd and 4, and we go backwards a few plays, and we had a penalty, and then tried a long field goal. And we've seen it this year. McCready can make it. He had the distance. He was just maybe about 5 yards to the right of it.
He was a little bit to the right, but honestly, Kevin, I think that because of the bobbled snap and not getting it on the tee, as a kicker, when you mess your timing up and your footwork, you're not able to drive through the ball like you normally do on a kickoff or a long field goal. So I just think that kind of messed him up a little bit. Obviously, as a senior leader of this team, he can make kicks like that each and every day. So we believe in him that if any of these games come down to the wire and we need him, he can step in there and do it. We just got to have a better snap and kick on rhythm.
Well, again, we're just going to assess the first half of play. We mentioned everybody kept talking about the Patriots offense, giving up, scoring 52 points a game, running for over 350 a game against the salty defense of the Raiders, who, as a team, they've only given up 25 points. But 12 of those came last week against St. Aug on an opening kickoff and a pick 6. The defense is only getting up 2 field goals and a touchdown coming into tonight. So tonight we doubled up on the touchdowns. And that's what everybody talked about. Nobody talked about the Patriots defense and the Rummel offense. Can Rummel drive the field, make plays,
right,
or can the Curtis defense stop them? Nobody's saying that. And so far, the Patriots defense has stepped up to the challenge.
It's kind of been the story of the game, like we said, Kevin. And obviously, we knew that something was going to have to change from their defense and our offense. Somebody was going to have to bend and maybe break here, because you mentioned it. Their defense is probably one of the best defenses in the state, if not the country. Our offense is one of the best offenses in the country. Something was going to have to happen. So far, the Rummel defense is the one that's bending here, down 14-0. But like you said, the story of the game is probably more of our defense stepping up to the challenge and saying, hey, what about us too? We're pretty good.
Well, and you can't fault people for saying that. I mean, look, Rummel returned 10 of 11 starters.
Salty.
The Patriots returned 7. But unfortunately for us, and look, it's football and it happens. We were missing our nose guard. Big E was hurt for the first 5 games. And then Matt Jane at linebacker missed quite a few games. So we had to play some young guys in the middle. And we just took a while for us to gel. I mentioned this too. We get burnt on the secondary. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're only as good in the secondary as you are up front. And at the time, early part of the season, we couldn't put pressure because we didn't have our A team in there, if you will. And look, the young guys did the best they could, but they're not E. He's a big 305 pounds. He's going to be a D1 prospect.
No doubt.
He's our version of Warren Sapp. Not a lot of saying he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
However, for a big boy, he does move really well, but he takes up so much space in the center. Now that he's back and healthy, we are playing better defensively.
To your point, Kevin, when you have a guy like him inside, he makes everybody else around him better. You're either going to take on 2 blocks, and you're going to free somebody else up. Or guess what? They're going to single you, and you're going to be able to dominate. They're going to worry about blocking inside, max protection, worry about him. Guess what? You can't block Angelo Anderson one-on-one. You can't block Marquise Martin one-on-one. You can't do it. So, like I said, as this game develops and you have the depth of that defensive front, and obviously you have those other guys like Krieger that has come into the game, that has stepped up, that we've had that added depth. Ogeron's come into the game at some key points. Angelo's been able to move inside. When you have that depth and that dominance in the front, as that game progresses, it's going to be fun to watch.
And also, to add to that, having Matt Jane back at linebacker.
That's right.
Not only is he a short tackler, but he knows how to make the calls. When you don't have that guy who's a 3-year starter with experience, and you got a young guy throwing it, of course, they got to learn. But it's hard to learn on the fire like that when you got a senior with that kind of leadership.
You're exactly right. And it's all about alignment, angles, inches, like we talk about. Football is about how you fit. How you talk about defenses that play us, it's about being disciplined. It's about scraping and being in the right situation. So Matt Jane, as a senior leader, he's been there, done that. He knows how to fit off of Big E. He knows how to scrape. He knows how to fill the hole. He knows when the coach is called to play, what exactly is asked of each and every guy out there. So Curtis is playing as a one physical dominant unit on defense right now. And like you said, in the beginning of the season, we weren't down on our guys. We just know that they could play better.
Yeah.
And these guys are showing up, and they're playing better, and they're playing Patriot football. And that's all you and I ever expect. I don't care if we have a bad team. If we have a good team, we're going to judge them all the same by how it was when we played, state championship ring on the finger, and ready to rock and roll. That's how we judge our team. So great effort so far in this game, but you got to say, there's 24 minutes. Coach JT told them, beginning of this game, you got to play physical. You got to give them everything you got for 24 minutes. Well, guess what? We're down there coaching them up. The line of communications are opened up in the locker room. We're talking about offense, defense, special teams. What are you seeing? What are you doing? What can we combat on offense and defense, and how can we be aggressive and go take advantage of our opportunities? And guess what? Second half's going to be a big one. And obviously Rummel, I'm hoping that they're going to try to extend and throw that thing down the field a little bit more, challenge our DBs, and our defensive front's going to take over the ball game. And it gets to a point that in the fourth quarter you feel like you may have to do that. But honestly, Kevin, if our offense continues to play the way that they do, continue to drive the ball, hold on to it, no fumbles, no turnovers, just continue to mash them in the mouth, I think our offensive line is going to wear them down too.
I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite Patriots. He's living in Atlanta, Georgia right now. Number 26, Gary Greaves.
Oh, big dog.
He's a loyal listener. We appreciate Gary. Gary was an undersized player for us back in the mid-'70s. And tells a great story. He's kind of like our version of Rudy, if you will.
Man.
But he made more than one sack. He actually made some plays, some interceptions, worked his way. Little skinny freshman, probably $125, soaking wet with a saddle. Probably people mistook him for a jockey as opposed to a football player. But worked his way on coaching, and Coach Curtis never cuts anybody, and just by him being part of the team, and he kept working, and by his senior year, he became an all-district defensive back and helped us win our very first state championship. It's a great story. If you ever meet Gary, you got to listen to his story.
Oh, no doubt.
He's very charismatic, very motivating. I know you have a story where early days of broadcasting had a practice. Go ahead and tell that one.
Man, I tell you what, hearing stories sometimes, you hear about some of the local guys or some of the names, Kevin calls them ghosts of Patriots past, that maybe we didn't play with, but we were able to chew the same dirt, as you say, and kind of have some of the similar stories or different stories for us. So when I've heard some of the names from back in the day, like the Dupards and the Stonebreakers and Reggie Wilson and guys like that, some of those guys in the 70s, I ain't going to call you an old folk, that's for sure. But when I was young, we may have not been talking about some of those guys. So all of a sudden, years passed, they're sitting out there on like a Friday or, let's say a Tuesday practice or something at school, and Coach JT's saying, give me a safety. We're on defense and we're on Team D, and nobody's like answering. Like, where's the safety? Who's the starter? Who's the second guy? Where's the safety? Give me a safety. All of a sudden, here comes Gary, runs off the sideline, gets a safety position. Gary Greaves goes, class of 1976, I'll play for you any day. And the whole team's like, holy mackerel, look at this dude. And it still gives me the chills, like, gets me jacked up thinking, like, this dude is exactly how we were. Like, he's exactly how you were. He's exactly how, and then it's just going on and on and on, and some of that Patriot red, white, and blue blood is running through you. So when we talk about old guys or young guys or guys that just finished playing or guys that played 40 years ago, we're all the same, man. We live and die and breathe this stuff, so we love it. That's why we're up in the booth. We don't have to do this. This isn't a paid position. We're up here because we love Patriot football and we love these people.
It don't run any deeper when you talk to people like Gary Greaves. Matter of fact, we were heading to Shreveport, and he was texting us and calling us.
That's right.
He don't live too far from the team he played.
Yeah,
and
that's funny.
Yeah, Westlake, Georgia, which is the high school that Cam Newton went to. And funny stories. So, yeah, especially you guys, I know a lot of our players go back and watch this broadcast on the archive. That when Gary comes in, if not for Thanksgiving, what if he does, or a state championship week, whatever, make it a point to yourself, go and talk to these older guys. You can learn a lot, and you learn a lot of stories. And that's how, people think, so much about Curtis football. I'm like, well, one, I just soaked it all in when I played, but the Thanksgiving practices, and when those guys would come back and talk, I just listen and hear their stories. And I really say this, seriously, you young guys, when you meet these guys in the 70s, ask them how it is. Like, no disrespect to you young players, all the swag that you get, you earned it, but you didn't earn it. We paid for it, and I say every Ghost Pages pass up through the early 70s, we paid for all that. But listen to their stories. Those guys in the 70s, they got some colorful stories. I mean, you will bust a gut laughing so hard.
No doubt.
Because look, things that happened in the 70s, you can't even come close to doing today.
Can't
I'm talking
happen
as a player and a coach.
That's right. No doubt about it.
Funny.
And Kevin, you said every time that you and I get the chance to speak at, like, let's say a state championship banquet or pepper rally, we always give notice to the 1975 team who first paved the way that kind of broke it open for us, and now we're Louisiana's storied program, one of the most complete programs ever in high school football history, the second winningest coach in high school football history, and it like you said, it was paved by the ghost of Patriots past, and we continue that legacy today. So I hope those guys understand when we're up here and the coaches are up here with as much passion as they are. It's not because of maybe what they're doing on the field. It is, but it's also about the fire that we still have in the gut for the old JC.
Well, speaking of Coach JT, coming into tonight's ball game, now we're in the middle of his 51st season coaching the Patriots. He started in 1969. His record is 590 wins, 64 losses, and 6 ties. Coach John McKissick out of South Carolina retired a few years ago. He retired with 621 wins. So coming into tonight, Coach JT is 31 wins away from tying and 32 wins away from being the all-time winningest coach in the sport of football. And we were talking with Coach Jeff Curtis a couple weeks ago that just looking ahead, assuming we would run a table this year, he's about 3.5, and we assume we average 10 wins a season at least.
Right.
We're about 3.5 years away from him breaking that record. So.
And trust me, he's still got a lot of pep to be able to do that. It's not like the old story that I heard is that Coach McKissick was like on the sideline with a cane, not coaching, not doing anything, just collecting a few wins. But Coach JT, you can hear him in the beginning of the game and see his fire when he's 5 yards onto the field, yelling at the officials or at our kids, continuing to coach them. So there's a lot of juice left in the tank for him.
Oh, yeah. We appreciate all you guys listening here in the stadium and locally and around the world. I know we have a lot of guests on YouTube. And just listen to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. We appreciate you. And look, if you want to interact with Danny and I during the second half, ask us a question or make a comment, send a text to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. We don't have a
you don't have to.
Eric, we don't have a call ID, so we don't know who you are. Just put your name and location.
Yeah, you don't have to text Kevin and I on our cell phones. We love it, but you could definitely, and we'll read it on the big screen right here. We have basically a PC right here, and we can see it live, and it doesn't really interrupt us.
Yep,
so
259-7690, area code 504. And listen, you could be a Raider fan. We'll give you a shout out.
That's right.
We don't mind.
Hey, we're all brothers, right?
We some of the times when we played Evangel, and a lot of times their fans wouldn't travel. That was probably
5 hours.
We
man.
know.
Yeah.
A lot of their fans will listen to us, and probably of all the teams that we played, we had the most interaction with the Evangel fans, and they were fun.
And if you are listening to us, guys, on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. So under the video player, you could click subscribe, and you'll get different notifications and certain things that we have going on throughout the year. So I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors again, Kevin, because without them, we couldn't do it. So let me give them a quick run through right here. And I want to say thank you, guys. Some of them have been with us from the very beginning. So we want to say thank you to Walt, Bill, and Chris Sanchez, Moe's Pizza, East Jefferson General Hospital, Exit Realty, NOLA Premier, Anytime Fitness of Metairie, Yaya's Comfort Food in Harahan, Bobby's Seafood, National Temperature Control, Patriot Nation Men's Club, River Parish Disposal, Bob Euster Productions, and, of course, Jean Lafitte Harbor. We appreciate all you guys for helping us out this year and each and every year. So if you want to get involved with the broadcast team, give us a call at the high school, 737-4621.
Defense! Now look! Defense! Hurry up! Hurry up! Now look, hey! Be alert! Defense, be alert for the deep ball right off the bat. Let's go get it!
Well, when you win 590 games in 50-plus years of coaching, you tend to not leave any stone unturned.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people get on Coach Nick Saban, you know, Alabama, he wins, blah, blah, blah. He does. Well, you know what? He's so prepared for every little situation.
Right.
Well, why not? You're down 14, they get the ball to start the second half. We had 2 opportunities in the second quarter to extend this lead. We didn't do it. So now the Patriots have to watch the deep play, or who knows, maybe a trick play.
That's right. That's right. You never know. And he doesn't need to say too much. He never does. The kids are going to be listening, I can assure you. But like you said, just little tips and pointers to hit on to right when they run out before half. They understand, hey, watch out for the deep one. Don't get beat deep. Let's go.
And we give a shout out to a fellow teammate of mine, Skip Bourne, and his lovely wife, Sandra, listen to us in Spring, Texas. Of course, Mr. Don and Miss Peggy Aberdeen in the great city of Westwego. We appreciate you listening to us. Of course, they're the parents of my lovely girlfriend, Georgiana.
There you go.
She got mad at me. You know, she sent me a text, I to us. I didn't see it when we played Lake Placid. So I've been kind of hearing about that for the last 3 weeks. I didn't see it. I think it's one of those tricks that ladies pull on their boyfriends and say, well, I sent you a text. Well, I didn't see it. Oh,
I don't know about that. Yeah. That's right.
I know she's in the stands listening.
Turn your other ear, man.
Those are just jokes.
Here we go. Here we go. Big Blue.
Yeah, there we go.
Kicking the end zone, right?
So we'll stay the way we were in the second quarter. The Patriots will be kicking off right to left.
My buddy Damian Shriver, he said, I'm listening to y'all talk about pride of JC, and that's also why I send my kids here. Don't have a football player, he said, but my daughter's doing her thing. We appreciate that.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're co-ed. So those of you who might not know, obviously we're playing in the Catholic League, and there's a lot of them not co-ed, but John Curtis is, and we appreciate that fact also.
All right, Kaufman, the deep halfback near side, Smooth, the deep back, top of the field for the Raiders. McCready to kick it off. As soon as Mr. Gervais, the head official, gives him the go-ahead. And there it is. And McCready hammers it deep.
Ooh, we were close.
And it will be fielded at the 1 yard line. Middle return. Nice return by the Raiders. Breaks a few tackles and needs to be tackled at the 38-yard line in a late flag. Let's see if that's a hold on it.
I think it's a face mask.
I think it's a face mask, too.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if we grabbed it, but it kind of looked like it from up here. So, but goodness, was it a hold in the beginning? Golly.
Well, that's not how we wanted to start the second half with a long return, which we haven't done a good job of that this year. And then we'll compound that with a 15-yard penalty. Let's see.
And if the ball is not kicked all the way into the end zone, Kevin, if you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you can return it. And he did just that, and a good return. And, yeah, like you mentioned, it's not what we wanted to do starting the second half, and obviously a big penalty as well to be added on, personal foul face mask.
Yep. Add 15 yards to that.
Ugh.
So the Raiders, we just made it easy for them. The ball's going to cross the 50, and they're going to place it at the Patriot 48-yard line with 11:51 in the third period. 2 receivers left, 1 near side. This time they have 2 running backs. They'll send running back Kaufman in motion, a little swing. He caught it one-handed. And the Patriots are trying to get him on the ground, but Danny, he fights hard for about 9 yards.
Yep. Got to run from inside out. 54 did his best. We got to be able to meet a little speed with some speed right there. Come up and make a hit on him. Did a good job catching it, using some momentum and getting it upfield.
I'll give a shout out to Sandy Middleton. She's a Curtis mom, class of 07. Jeffrey Middleton, number 71. And Curtis grandma to Graceland Lowe and Jax Lowe. Thanks for listening. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 1.
Draw. Little
draw play. They're going to have a 1st down and more. And he breaks a couple tackles. He's come near side. He's around the 25-yard line. Heads the whole sideline. It's a foot race. He's at the 15-10 and run out of bounds at the 6-yard line, they say.
Kevin, obviously Rummel went in there at halftime, saw some things that they wanted to get done, and they're doing it right here on this first drive of the second half. They have another guy down on the sidelines as well.
Yeah, I think might be the running back there.
Number 4 for them that has gone down tonight. But obviously a good drive right here. Best drive of the night for the Raiders. And they gashed us on that draw play. Nice positive gain, and they are in the driver's seat offensively right now.
Like possibly a shoulder injury, but 11 minutes to go in the third, and the Raiders get a nice return of 43 yards, about 33 yards, on the opening kickoff. And then the Patriots compound that with a 15-yard penalty, and then the Raiders, just on 2 plays, get it down to the Patriots 6.
Here we go. Defense got to step up, Kevin.
Well, look, we knew the Raiders won't quit. I mean, they're not number 3 ranked team in the state for nothing.
No doubt about it.
We got to help ourselves out. We'd have been our own worst enemy now with a personal foul, roughing the passer, now the face mask, and then a holding call in the first half.
First drive.
Just not that there's ever a good time for a penalty, but definitely untimely penalties.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Knee is up and walking off the field. Actually,
that's Coy Moore. That's their best receiver. He's an LSU commit.
Looks like he's actually walking okay, though. Not hobbling too bad, so he may be back tonight.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a shoulder injury, the way they were checking him, but it might have been a foot injury. I don't know. At this time last year, he was committed to USC, the Trojans on the West Coast, and he changed his mind this summer.
A little flippity-flop.
Well, if you look at the Trojans now and look at the Tigers, why not?
Exactly right. I don't know why you want to go that far for the Trojans the way that they've been playing. You could play for the number 1 ranked team in the country.
All right. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders from the Patriot 6.
Speaking of Tigers, guess who's on College Game Day tomorrow?
I believe it's your Memphis Tigers, huh?
Yeah, you're right. College Game Day, first time at the Liberty Bowl. It'll be fun to watch. You listen to us live, JohnCurtisPatriots.com, 14-0. Got 11 minutes left here in the third quarter. Basically just started and Rummel's driving.
Well, the Patriots threw the first haymaker in the first half. The Raiders are throwing the first haymakers here in the second half. Let's see how the Patriots defense react. Hoffman and Diggs are the running backs. They'll send Diggs in motion to the left. Everybody move it to center. That happened earlier in the year, too. I forgot who that was that we played. Maybe Landry Walker or something.
Yeah. Sometimes it's miscommunication, or sometimes, the center may break the huddle first, and he might not hear that it's on 1 or 2 or first sound or something like that. And then a lot of times the center's the one calling the protection down there or making the calls. So he's kind of preoccupied and he forgets.
Moves the ball back to the 11. First and goal from the 11, yeah. 2 receivers left, 1 near side. They'll send Diggs in motion to the left. They'll hand it to Kaufman up the middle, and the Patriots defense stop him at the 10. Let's give him a gain of 1. Should be 2nd and goal. The Patriots have done a real good job plugging up the hole, not allowing them to run up the middle.
Coy Moore's back in the game, Kevin. I didn't think he would. Yeah, he almost walked out on his own, and so he runs back into the game here in this good situation. Big situation.
3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Diggs stays in it, running back to the right of Wickersham. Wickersham looks to his left, fires it, has a guy wide open in the back of the end zone. He's out of bounds.
He's out.
They're going to give it to him. Holy mackerel. He caught the ball wide open, but when he landed, his shoulder was on the end line, but they're going to say he was in.
Almost looked like his shoulder and his hip was out, but his feet came down inside. And so, yeah, nice play right there. We obviously did not have the proper coverage, and they made us pay right there. So score for the Raiders, and they get their first points of the night, 14-6, awaiting the extra point.
The Raiders run a lineman in late. Vanderbrook to kick it, snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So with 10-14 to go in the third, it's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 7.
A little bit of yapping going on down there. For that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Moe's Pizza, John Curtis Christian School alum Jeff Arsman, class of 1986. Go check him out, 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Give them a call, 341-9650. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagnas, meatballs, and spaghetti, and muffaladas. Visit the website, see everything that they do, www.moespizzanola.com. That's 341-9650. Moe's Pizza, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Well, with 10-14 to go in the third, Wickersham hit Will Wright on a 10-yard pitch and catch. Vanderbrook added a PAT, and it closes the Patriots gap, the lead, closes the gap to 14-7. Credit the Raiders for coming out and making adjustments in the locker room, but they were also aided by some Patriots mistakes, but hey, that happens. It's part of the game. Now can we answer?
That's right. Offense under senior leadership, Colin Guggenheim, and Corey Wren, and a few others. A bunch of offensive linemen. We got to make it happen. Got to go back out there and, as they say, answer the bell.
If you remember right before halftime, Colin looked like he was limping off the field. Let's pay attention to that and see if that's an issue.
All right, gotcha.
Hope not, but, let's see. Davis, the near side halfback, Wren, the deep halfback, and Goins, the right side. Go ahead, Dan.
As you said previously, or as I said, I think Colin is the one that actually is able to run the ball effectively tonight, more so of handing off the dive. So we'll see if hopefully he's back in here on this drive. Come get it and go. Come get it and go.
Wren fields it at the 7, drops it, picks it back up. That's a right return. We have it. Got a wall, and we don't make one block.
We didn't make one block.
Needed that one block. Kaufman, the all-state defensive back, busted through the wall and got the tackle.
I was about to say, they got players too, you know.
They do.
Made a nice play. Got past our block right there, but I tell you what, we had 3 guys coming to the bottom of the field blocking with Corey Wren running. I liked our numbers and our chances right there. But we still get the ball in pretty good field position right here on the 28.
Yep. 10:06 to go in the third period. 1st and 10, Patriots from the 28. Oh, that would have been nice. You can see it up here in the box. The wall was set up. Just
no doubt.
Didn't make the block.
Here we go, defense.
All right, Guggenheim on the center. We hand it off to Goins. He comes near side, and he goes nowhere. No gain.
Field.
2nd down.
Get it upfield. Kevin, I know he's a smaller guy like we've mentioned, and we really like him. But sometimes when you have nothing, I've said it before, you got to knife forward. If you don't have anything, just knife forward. Try to get 1 yard. Try to get back to the line of scrimmage. You can't dance around too much. But we need to continue to march this ball. 2nd and still about 10. And we got 9:40 and counting left here in the third quarter. It's shaping up to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, it looks like Collins' left calf is taped up. Might be calf injury. 9:30 and counting. 2nd and 10. We'll go to the right. Guggenheim's going to keep it. Gain of 2 to the 30. And a Rummel defense gang tackle, and that crowd's getting into it. So Mr. Momentum starting to slide over to the Raiders side a little bit.
Sure is. Well, with a first down, that'll shut that up. So we got to do our job offensively here. 3rd and about 8 to be able to march this ball down the field. And like I mentioned before, you got to continue to waste the play clock. It can be your ally or your enemy. So we got to do what we got to do.
I'm going to give a shout out to Rob Welch. Listen to us in Iowa. The friend of the Guggenheims. Appreciate you. 3rd down 8. Ball not quite in the middle of the field. We'll do the counter play near side. Corey Wren trying to break a few tackles, but he gets it to the 35-yard line.
Close.
We'll be shy by 3 yards. 4th and 3. Now we're going to punt it.
Obviously, we're going to punt it here on this section of the field. So here we go. And like you mentioned, it looks like Colin is kind of hobbling a little bit, but we got to get off the field. And line up to punt it, and McCready hopefully can flip the field position here. We're on top 14-7.
Kaufman goes back. He'll stand around the 28-yard line of the Raiders. McCready's at the Patriot 20. Nice snap. A little high hanging kick. Fair caught. Say no, but he's going to let it roll. And that's going to benefit the Patriots. It goes all the way down to the 19-yard line.
There it is.
So with 7:52 to go in the third, 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 19. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 7.
Ooh, and Kevin, I don't know why, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but it just seems like these days, and I know you can't have that kind of crazy crackback block, but it just seems like we don't have as many returns.
No.
Like, I don't know if it's the punting, if it's the coverage, but it seems like the ball hits and bounces a lot more the last few years than it did in the past. We always used to field the punt and try to return it, and other teams as well. But right now, we got 7:51 left here in the second, 14-7. Curtis on top.
All right, they'll send the running back in motion to the left. They'll give it to Diggs. He tries to go up the middle. Maybe 3 to the 22-yard line.
Big E with another big stop right there in the middle. And we said it earlier, the defense has had a heck of a ball game so far in the first half. And obviously our last drive we didn't really earn it on that one, but we got to get back here and play the defense the way that we know that we can.
All right, the Raiders line up with empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Wickersham takes the pass from center, looks near side, fires it. It's going to be, incomplete, and Gullen were delayed instead of going for the hit. He could have picked it off and had a second pick 6 in 2 weeks.
That's one of those plays you never know. I mean, you want to try to break up on the play, but he threw it really stiff, so it was hard to make a reaction off of it that quickly because he was going to, trust me, he was going to flatten that receiver right there and didn't know that it was going to be a high throw. But thank goodness for them, it was a high throw because it would have either been a pick or a hammer shot right there in the ribs. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. So Patriots got to get some good pressure right here. Once again, looks like Angelo Anderson is going to line up on the interior part of the line of scrimmage.
All right, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Diggs lines up at running back. Wickersham looks to his left. He's flushed out of pocket. He's going to fire a weak pass, caught, and they're going to be shy of the first down by 1.5 yards.
Yep. Nice job out there. And I tell you what, that's not very easy by our quarterback to run to his left and throw back into the middle of the field. That is not an easy throw. Good job of him getting outside. But I tell you, Big E was putting some chase right there as well. But like the coaches up here say, watch out for the fake here. It's 4th and short.
He looked like he had a sidearm to throw, too.
You kind of have to when you're going that way. It's tough to get your shoulders turned all the way and get it back to the middle of the field.
All right, Morgan and Spann are going to go back deep. They'll be told to call fair catch. They should have a legal substitution because they have a guy coming in. Let's see. They don't call it.
They're not calling it, of course.
Yeah, they did.
There it is. All right, Marky Mark.
He saw the error by the side judge not calling it, so he went and called it.
Yep.
And that's what a good head of the crew
does.
That's
right. When you got a good white cap in the game, Kevin, he understands and he kind of gives his guys a little opportunity to make the call. They don't make it, and he knows it's right. He's going to go ahead and make the call also.
Now he's going to wave it.
He's going to pick it up. Now I couldn't obviously hear what he said.
Yeah, he gave it an explanation.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Man, I bet he's right.
All right, let's watch for a potential fake. Let's see. Vanderbrook to punt it. Here's a snap. Wobbly kick. Spann calls for fair catch, and he does at the 41-yard line.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Get into the mix. Get these other guys out of the way. It's still too much traffic in there, Kevin. Get them out of the way and then call for the fair catch. And with our offense in position at the 41-yard line, feeling pretty good.
All right, the official TV timeout on the field. 6:15 to go in the third. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 7.
Kevin, I already mentioned them. Of course, I'm going to mention them again because it's that good. You got to go check them out. 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan. Go see them. Yaya's Comfort Food. Connor Mullins, Mr. Brian Mullins, even a Curtis teacher, Miss Susan Mullins. They're out there all getting into the action. So go check them out on the weekend. They have awesome weekend specials for breakfast, and it is fantastic. 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan. Yaya's Comfort Food. 575-3434 for your next event. Catering again, anything you have going on, give them a call. Best in the business, breakfast, lunch, 575-3434. Yaya's Comfort Food, just like you like it.
Well, I always known we had a warrior at quarterback. I'm just watching him walking the field. That calf muscle must be either pulled or he's got a knot in it because the way he's walking. That only tells me that if he has to run 65 yards, he may not outrun the guys like he did in the first half.
Right.
But if it's like a 4th and 1, I like my chances with 14 carrying
Well,
the
that's
ball.
the thing, Kevin, is he's so physical, the way he runs the football. We are never going to ask him to try to carry the load 50 yards down the field. If we can consistently get first downs and move the ball with 5-yard gains, we're going to do that.
I got an explanation on that call. Read it in a second. 1st and 10, Patriots. Guggenheim on the center. Hands it off to Wren over the center.
Oh, Shane.
Going, nowhere. 2nd down. That's the second drive we started with that play, and it didn't work.
Yep.
The ref said, Danny, that the Raiders had 10 men on the field, and that was the 11th player coming on, so it wasn't a substitution foul. Yeah, last drive we opened up the same play, handing off to Goins over the center. Didn't work, and it didn't work this time either. I'll talk about that play in a second as well. I'll get a little funny story. 5:38 to go in the third. 2nd and 10. Guggenheim. Quick pitch to Corey Wren. Can he turn the corner? He has it. He's at a 45 and gets tackled at the 48-yard line.
Yeah,
Should be 3rd down and 2.
they don't want to take him up top at that speed. Cut him down low, and nice tackle right there in the open field. And it is going to be.
I know he was long too. Just call it 3 now. We have to go to the 40.
Yeah, it's close. 3.
Yeah, we're the 49. So let's call it a 3-yard. It looked like he was trying to set somebody up, but if he did choose to caught the pitch, just taking off running,
right.
he might have had the first down.
Give a shout out to my buddy back in River Ridge, LT Tabney, who listened to us live.
All right, 2 tight ends split to the right. Ball in the near hash mark. 5:25 to go in the third.
Might have to challenge him in the air again sometime soon.
We come near side. Nowhere is a flag in the play. Looks
Yep.
like we might have moved at the guard.
Yeah, and Colin pulled it, and there's nothing there. Rummel did a good job of playing on our side of the line of scrimmage, getting in there and making it happen. But I think you're right. I think we were.
Yep, illegal motion. No decline. It'd be 4th down and 3.
Yeah.
All right, we'll punt it.
Here we go. Flip it.
Kaufman goes back around the 15-yard line. McCready's at his 32.
Boot it.
Nice snap. Beautiful.
Oh,
kick.
yeah. That's one of those bombers.
He dropped it.
He get it.
And he fell down
Nice
at the
job,
11.
McCready.
Oh, if we'd have had a couple guys down there, we probably could have maybe contested for it, but now there's an injured Raider.
Well, here's the thing.
On the field.
That was a good boot. And
Oh,
he
great
really
boot.
did outkick his coverage. And like you said, when he dropped it, if we could have had guys right there, but he kicked that sucker 50 yards in the air, and it went over the returner's head. And he tried to field it but couldn't. So a good job of him jumping on it. But
Looks like a Raider's a cramp. He just went down.
flipped the field again. I think that's their 5th guy down for the night.
You know what it is? That's number 2 more.
I think that's 22.
Oh, is it 22? Okay, I'll see that too.
Okay. There we go. Let's go back
He's
to
got a
work,
cramp.
defense.
Yeah, he just fell to the ground.
Gordon, what's the atmosphere like there downstairs on the defensive side? What are they talking about? How they looking?
They very focused. They looking to stop, make
Yeah.
another stop right here.
That's
It
what
is
I want to
22.
hear. That's what I
Coaches
wanna
are fired up, getting them fired up.
That's it. That's it. That's what I want to hear. Because, Kevin, we had that lightning focus in the first half. The defense, first drive, getting into them, getting into that quarterback's face, dropping him down, doing what they had to do. And we need a little bit more of that here on this drive, especially because they're pinned down on their 12-yard line. We got to pin our ears back and go get them, make something happen.
Yep, 5:10 to go in the third. I want to give a shout out to Angelo's grandmother. Says go Big Blue, number 48.
We love watching him play, Grandma.
Tell you
Trust
what,
me.
She's been a loyal listener, checking in every weekend. We appreciate you.
And guess what? We get to watch him for the next 4 years right up the road at Tulane, too.
That's right. All right, 1st and 10 Raiders. They can hand off to Diggs on a little draw play. Big E got him, but he's going to fight his way to the 15-yard line, gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. We're right at the 5-minute mark in the 3rd period.
Good job right there, Big E, putting that big mid out there and holding him up, and then the linebackers came in there and kind of finished him off. And like you mentioned, Kevin, it's 4:50 and counting left here in the 3rd quarter. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We're on top 14-7 over the Rummel Raiders.
All right, Wickersham will stay in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff throw, fake a pass, and we break a tackle, and we got him.
Come on, get him down. There you go. Nice.
Loss of 1. He fought his way up towards the line of scrimmage. He would have been like a 4 or 5 yard loss, but credit Wickersham for fighting. It's only a 1 yard sack. 3rd down and 8 now.
Nice job right there.
We had him originally. He broke through that tackle, and then Big E just got a hold of him.
Yep. And Kevin, I don't know if somebody got in his throwing lane, but I thought he had the receiver out here early and he pumped it and brought it down, or if somebody just got in his face and he thought he was going to get hit as he threw. But like I said, you get after the quarterback early, he's going to be uncomfortable for the rest of the game.
All right, 3:49 and counting. 3rd and long. Wickersham back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, fires it over the middle. Caught. They have the 1st down and a few extra yards. He's going to be tackled at the 36-yard line. That's 11, Will Wright. He's been the big receiver for him tonight, Danny. It's like his 3rd reception. They're going to attack him at the 37 officially.
Nice job right there. Good conversion. Quarterback stepping up, climbing in the pocket, letting it loose on that little slow drag route, using his speed, picking up a nice 1st down, and they're driving once again with 3:20 left here in the 3rd.
3:15 and counting. 2 receivers to the left and to the right. Now they'll send a receiver in motion all the way across the formation, and they jump.
Whoo, I tell you what, Martin and Angelo are quick off the corner, boy. I tell you what, they can make it happen. They can make it happen. Good thing they jumped.
It'll be 1st down 15. 3:05 to go in the 3rd.
Matthew James in there, linebacker. Jashawn Williams in there. McMillian at safety. Caleb Spann, Morgan. You got Gullum. Thomas. Was that Stipe at the top of the field?
Yep.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And he moved again.
Oh, baby.
That big old boy, he's just anticipating Angelo whooping his tail.
I was about to say, you got to. You do not want to give Angelo a jump off the ball because he is going to get you. Nice job of Angelo just saying, you know what? I'm going to get in your head, and here I am.
I'll give a shout out to Coach Nelson. Listen to us on Mandeville. Thank you for checking in, Coach. And, that's Coach Leon you hear in the background.
Yeah, you're right. You hear all these crazy guys up there. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice when we're next to them. Sometimes it's not so nice.
That's right. 3
Tonight
to the left.
It's okay.
3 receivers left, 1 near side. They'll stay in the shotgun. 1st and 20. They're going to do a draw.
Get in there. Get in there, Deshaun.
Big E got him. Short gain of 1. 2nd and 19. 2:20 to go in the 3rd.
Here we go.
Well, we always knew it was going to be a 4th. This game's going to be decided in the 4th quarter.
Yes, sir. But our defense is stepping up when they need to, Kevin. Playing a heck of a game so far in the 2nd and long. Pin your ears back and go get them again.
Yep.
They're going to throw this one.
All right, now they got 2 receivers left, 2 to right. Now it's in a receiver in motion. Now they have 3 to the left. Wickersham steps up in the pocket, looks near side, going to complete to Moore. He's tackled immediately, but at the original stick, so now it's going to be 3rd and 10. And good job there. That was Thomas on the tackle. Now, anything can happen in the 4th quarter. I'm going back last year, though he had 1 touchdown.
Right.
And tonight, so far, Mr. Moore's been a non-factor.
No, he really has. He really has not.
And last year included. But that can change in the next.
I was about to say, he's a very capable receiver. So.
No, absolutely. Same formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Diggs is the only running back. The Raiders' whole offense looks over to the sideline for a call. Now it's in motion, receiver motion near side, now back to outside. Wickersham steps up in the pocket.
Go get him.
Looks
Go
for
get him.
Throws it. It's going to be caught and well shot of first down. Well shot of first down.
Nice job.
About 4 yards shy. Under a minute to go.
I'll tell you what, Wickersham's done a good job of looking downfield, Kevin.
We need to get Martin away. We got a flag.
Are you serious?
Oh, my goodness. I was just saying we got to get Martin away, and he kept yapping as a flag thrown. And that might got him a first down.
Come on. Yeah. No contact. Third down like that. You can't make that call.
Oh, good. They called on both guys.
I was about to say, goodness.
I just saw him yelling.
Yeah,
and our guys are trying to pull him back.
Well, they were in on it first. We were in on it second, and I'm afraid, the second guy always gets called. But that's a tough call to make on one side, fourth, and, in a punting situation when there's no contact made is my point.
And I made a comment like that against St. Aug. That's not Patriot football. Walk away, get off the field,
shut
get in the
your
huddle.
mouth and let's play ball.
Yeah, we don't need that. Not in a game like this. Morgan and Spann go back. Vanderbrook to punt it. 46 seconds to go in the third. Here's a snap. High kick. Spann calls a fair catch and makes it. And he fumbled it.
We got to get out the way, man.
And I think the Raiders got it. They do. 1st and 10, Raiders at the 25. The blocker kind of got right in the middle of him, and he fell right into him and forced the fumble. And the Raiders take it over with 35 seconds to go in the third.
Well, punt return's been scary all night. That's all. I'm just going to leave it at that. Wow. I guess I'm not going to leave it at that. Punt return team should be an asset. It should be able to win games for you, make plays to win the game, not hurt you in big games like this. Special teams, got to step up. Defense, here we go.
Well, the Patriots took advantage of a Raider fumble deep in the territory. Let's see if the Raiders can do the same. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Watch this defensive front come alive.
They can hand it off to Diggs up the middle, has a lot of room. He's to the 15, comes near side 10. He's to the 5, he's going to score.
Yep.
Easy. And the Raider sideline explodes. 26.7 seconds to go in the third. It's now 14-13 with the PAT pending. Diggs with a 25-yard touchdown run puts the Raiders in position to tie it.
Can't put yourself in positions like that. Can't put your defense in a position like that. You just can't. Bad by us.
And unfortunately, the offense hasn't done much here in the second half. So we're going to have to get it together soon. Here's the PAT to tie. Snap. High. Place is down. Kick is up.
Don't even look like
and it's rushed. Good. So with 26.7 to go in the third, it's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 14. Woo.
Well, that's not fun. Kevin, for that scoring drive, we're going to have to beef it up a little bit. So we're going to call Anytime Fitness of Metairie, 5200 Veterans Boulevard, right there in Metairie, 70,006, 504-218-4814. The owners are John Curtis Christian alums, Damon Lepper and Janice Toopslepper. They're offering 24/7 access to over 4,000 clubs worldwide. Cardio equipment, strength training equipment, free weights, personal training, small group classes. Mention Patriot Nation during sign-up and receive free enrollment and 10% off your monthly membership dues. Anytime Fitness of Metairie, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Hey, our friend Dan Mangino checking in with us.
What's up, Big Dan? We saw, who is it, Gigi? Is it Gigi or Gigi? I forget. And Miss Mangino, we saw him before the game, and it was good to see them out here.
Yeah, we sure did. All right. Goings, Wren, and Davis deep back for the Patriots.
Give us something returnable, and let's make it happen.
Vanderbrook kicks it.
That is.
It's going to go in the end zone. So the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here we go, offense. Let me see how Colin runs out onto the field, Kevin. I'll let you know how this series is going to go. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Well, he's not 100%.
No.
I'll tell you that.
But Coach JT is barking the signal in his ear, talking to him a little bit. We got 26 seconds left here in the third quarter, and Jeff and JT are talking. It looks like he's
Here's where number 3 needs to take
not
over.
100%. Yeah, you're right.
Well, here's where the Yogi's Bears need to take over.
That's
Start
right.
Open up some holes.
Open up some big holes, and
let
Corey
these
Wren
backs cut through them.
can make it happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the Raiders defense has showed how good they are here in the second half.
But don't fret. Let's make it go.
All right, Twins receivers near side. Ball's in the middle of the field. We'll send Davis in motion all the way across the formation. We'll come option near side. We get it to Wren, and he goes nowhere. Loss of 4, back to the 16.
Well, we got whipped, and we totally missed the block outside. Totally missed the block, and I don't know if the running back was supposed to turn in and hook him or if the receiver just got whipped, but we had nothing right there. At first, on the snap, I thought we had it.
And that's going to do it. That's the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 14.
Yeah, I don't think the receiver flattened out enough to be able to do the X block there on one of the linebackers, and he cut underneath and made it happen. So, yeah, they're hyped up, Kevin. It's a 4-quarter ball game, and it's all tied up 14-14, and they hyped this thing as the national game of the week. And so far, it looks like it's stacking up to just that, 14 all, and we got to be able to pick up our offensive side and make something happen.
Yeah, really, the Patriots haven't done anything. When they scored a touchdown, when the Patriots scored a touchdown in the second quarter, let's see, with 11:34 to go, really, it was like basically the first play of the second quarter. Really, we did, well, obviously points-wise we hadn't done anything. We had a long drive, but didn't convert it into points. And really, since then, the Raider defense has shut the Patriot offense out.
No, you're right. It's kind of been a tale of 2 halves, Kevin. First half belonged to us, and so far, Rummel Raiders have kind of controlled the momentum here in the second half. But like I said, that can all go away with a nice offensive drive here by the Patriots. We got to be able to make something happen. And on that first play, we kind of lost some yardage, so it's not the way to start. But we can make it up, with our explosive players we have in the backfield.
Hey, I want to give another shout out to another fellow teammate of mine, Walt Eckert, his wife Laura, and his daughters Audrey and Marini. They listen to us and watching in Los Angeles, California. So we have all the Eckerts. Got Mr. Walker up here in the booth. He's the official timekeeper. And, of course, Jay and his family in New Brunswick has already checked in. 2 receivers to the left, 1 near side, 1 running back. With Guggenheim, we'll send a receiver in motion across the formation. Guggenheim's going to keep it. He looks good there. And late pitch. And we run right into the defensive back. And now don't tell me we have a block in the back. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if there's a possible way to have a block in the back on that.
Well, after the tackle, he just ran right into the defensive back.
So I don't know. Nice job right there. Colin kicking it out. He had something. I'm not sure what they're calling.
Make it third and manageable, but blocking the back on the Patriots. That is the receiver. There was 2 defensive guys.
Right, but let me see something here. I'm watching the replay, and I tell you what, that's a little ticky-tacky, Kevin. I'm looking at it right here on the replay, and Davis, the DB got in front of him, and Davis just kind of stopped, and it looked like the DB went for the tackle, and I don't know if that's what maybe they saw or not, but to me, that's not a block in the back.
Well, second down and 16 now. Ball's at the 14. All right, Twins receivers near side, split far to the left. Guggenheim going to keep it around the right corner. And he fights hard to the 24-yard line, gain a 10, but you can just tell that calf must be hurt because in the first half, he's
not
still
able
running.
to push. Yeah, he's just not able to push. Kevin, I got a big shout out from Joanna Fallbacher. She said the whole volleyball team, the girls and the parents are listening to us. So I want to say congratulations, girls. Great wins, and we're loving it here as well. But we got to get this thing going.
Tell you what, those ladies have a good opportunity to win a state championship this year.
Joanna's daughter, Riley Fallbacher, obvious leader out there. Proud of those girls, and continue to do it. Let's go.
3rd and 6. 2 receivers to the left, 1 near side. We'll stay with the 1 running back. Guggenheim kept it and may have lost a yard.
And look like one of our linemen are down.
Yeah.
He's back up. Good.
Yeah, the punt it.
Kevin, like you mentioned, Colin kept it and just didn't have anything there.
He's not 100%. You can tell him walking to the field. That calf muscle must be tightened up on him. All right, Coffin's going to stay back at his 40-yard line. McCready's at the 10. 10-15 and counting in the ball game. The game's tied at 14. Got to get a good punt here, good coverage, and got to play good defense, Patriots. Nice snap. A little wobbly kick near side. Kaufman is going to let it roll.
Get a bounce.
He picks it up, and we're going to tackle him after a short gain. He's fighting hard.
Are we? Come on.
Get him down.
Goodness
He just
gracious.
would not go down, and he goes down finally at the 43-yard line. He gained probably 7 yards. Credit him for the effort, but
He's fighting like they're playing right now, Kevin.
Yep.
They got the momentum, and they're working it. We got to shut these guys up. Let's go. Come on, defense.
Momentum's on the Raiders side.
That's
for
right.
sure.
That's right. Make something happen. And
9:47.
I'm looking for our defensive front to come up here with a big play, Kevin. I've been saying it all game. Now it's the fourth quarter. Now it's time to go to work.
Another turnover will be huge here.
Yep.
All right, officially the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders, 9:47 to go in the ball game. Game tied at 14. They'll stay with 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
Timeout, official timeout. Not sure what he's calling. Oh, I think it's a TV timeout.
All right. TV timeout on the field, 9:47 to go. 14 Patriots, 14 Raiders.
For that break in action, Kevin, I want to say thank you once again to Gene Lafitte Harbor, our good buddies down there. They offer a wide range of services and rentals such as bow or rod and reel fishing charters, RV campground rentals with 30 and 50 amp hookups, cabin rentals for small and large groups, airboat swamp tours, boat storage and boat slips, workboat rentals, pavilion rentals for hosting fishing rodeo fundraisers. They have a fully stocked hardware store and marina. And new this year, you can dine at the Barge Restaurant for breakfast or lunch. So go check them out, www.genelafetteharbor.com, or contact John Curtis Christian School alum Shaw Cuevas, class of 05 at 504-689-2013. That's 689-2013, Gene Lafitte Harbor. We appreciate your support of the Patriots.
I saw Coach JT give Angelo a little positive reinforcement. Let's see how aggressive he plays in this play here. Wickersham looks near side, fires a pass, can be caught, and he's out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Let's make it happen. Coaches are communicating with the other coaches down on the field, calling the signals, making the defensive changes and substitutions. And we got to get that depth and those fresh legs in there to be able to make a big play.
Yep, same formation. They'll stay in the shotgun. Wickersham going to hand it off to Diggs. He goes to the right. He breaks one tackle. And he's going to be shy of the first down by 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down 2, 9:35 and counting.
Come on, let's make it happen. Some big boys in there.
He's at the Patriot 48.
What's the measurables on Wickersham, Kevin? Does it say number 6? What his measurables are?
6'3", 227.
Yeah, he's a big body kid.
All right, here's a big 3rd down play. They look to the side for the play. Need a defense to step up here. Matt James barking out some orders. We're going to adjust. Wickersham fakes in. He's going to go down.
Yes, sir!
Morton sacked him at the Raider 46.
Huge play.
Credit Matt James for making the defensive adjustment, and the Raiders couldn't counter.
Yeah.
And the Patriots defense comes up huge with a sack. 4th and long with 8:40 and counting.
Way to make it happen. All
right, Spann is going to go. He's going to be the lone receiver back deep for the Patriots. Vanderbrook to punt it. High kick, nice kick. Fair catch caught. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
We got to work on punt return.
We just got to get them out of the way. Golly. It's like we're in the returner's face.
Yeah.
Please catch the ball. Get out the way. Golly.
All right, let's play offense here.
Sorry, here we go.
The ball is going to be at the 17-yard line. 8:17 to go in the ball game.
Here we go, offense. Let's make it happen. Number 14, number 3. Let's take it over. There's a TV timeout.
Yeah.
Yep, red hats on the field, so we know we got a few seconds here. Kevin, what you think, my brother?
I'm thinking the Patriots offense is probably going to wake up and going to drive 83 yards and punch it in for a touchdown.
I like where your head's at, big boy. What you think? A little run play, a little play action?
No, we ain't throwing the ball. We don't
Nothing
run it.
throwing down the field?
Mm-mm.
Nope. You're right. Gonna run it right at him. Beat him. We want to say thanks once again, guys. This is our 9th year up here in the booth with you. We appreciate every opportunity. No matter how the games are going, we're always pumped up and excited to call the games for the Patriots. And today is just like they thought it was going to be, the national game of the week. So I want to say thank you for listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this happen. And, of course, thanks to my good buddy up here in the booth, Kevin Fayard, for always being the consummate pro.
You're a Hall of Famer, babe. All right, 3 receivers left, 1 right. We'll stay with 1 running back. Guggenheim hands it off. And I'll tell you what, Goins goes nowhere. That's the 3rd time we've opened up with that play over the center, and it hasn't worked. My story earlier, I meant to tell you, so that play, the old Patriots, the old 30 base play.
Right.
Coach Rob went to a clinic, and he spoke for an hour on how to block just for that one play.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Yeah, that one play. Yep.
Well, it's about being technical and disciplined, and when you can speak for an hour about one play, you can get pretty technical. So
they gave him a 1 yard gain on that. Same formation. Fake the play, throw the hitch out far, and it's going to be Corey. Just run, buddy. He has the first down and the whole sideline. He shoved out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
That should be a late hit. They don't call it.
Wow.
He's okay, though.
Hit him a yard out of bounds, but that's all right. First down,
35.
Patriots. Nice play call right there.
Gain
nice
of 17.
play call.
And Danny, we have not seen that all year.
Love it, love it. Great play call. You're running the inside dive. You're running the inside base play. You got off coverage against the fastest kid in the country, and you give it to him, and it's another first down for the Patriots. Nice call.
Yeah, we got to get hit. Got to get Corey out in space.
Got to get him involved. You're right. You're right. And they're stacking the box tonight. Yeah. We haven't been able to get him in space, so you have to find creative ways just like that to make it happen.
Well, and they know Collins' calf is giving some problems, so give it to Corey out there. Same formation, twins near side, split to the left. We'll come near side. Collins should have gave it, and he lost the 1. The few times Collins has missed a read, he's lost yardage.
Come on.
And he's slow getting up. 2nd and 11, 7:08 and counting. We're in the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go.
Of course, it's easy for us to say we're up high in the press box, but if he gets it, Wren was running.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And look, and sometimes, like you said, as a player, or as a coach, that'll drive you crazy because you got opportunities to get him in space, and then silly things like we missed the read or we don't do something.
All right, Corey's the lone running back. Twins receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the field. We're going to drop back the pass, pump fakes. Guggen's going to keep it, and he bulls his way to the 41-yard line. Be 3rd down and 4, gain of 7. Tell you what, he's laboring out there, but he's a warrior.
Yep. Fighting tough. 3rd
and 4 with
run it right at him
and counting.
Let's make something happen. We'll continue to rotate receivers in, tight ends out, different receivers. We're running the play call into Colin Guggenheim, and we have 6:07 left here in the game.
Split them out like we have been and do a quick zip to Corey. Corey's going to line up as the lone running back to the left. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the right. We're going to go to the left. Corey has it, and he's going to be shy of the first down by 2 yards. All right. I guess with the punted here, 5:45 and counting. Ball's at the 43, so be 4th and 2.
Might go for it here.
Nah.
We're going to punt it.
Got to punt it here.
Yep.
Play it safe.
Yeah, you don't put your defense in that position.
Well, Coffin might fumble it again.
Yep.
And this time we might catch it.
Make a great punt. Here we go.
Coffin's going to stand at the rate of 20. McCready's going to be at the Patriot 28.
5:20 and counting left here in the game. Shaping up to be a great one.
Oh, yeah. Here's a snap. McCready hammers the ball deep. Drives Kaufman all the way back to the 6, and he called fair catch. Oh, my goodness. If it hits the ground, it goes in the end zone. It's a touchback.
Terrible play by him. Terrible play. And that's hard. I'll be honest with you. That's hard as a returner. Anytime you get the ball inside the 10, just let it go. But if you're standing on the 20 and he drives it and you don't know how far back you go, that's tough. But Bad mistake by him because they're going to get the ball that looks at about the 6-yard line.
And 5:01 to go.
And we've said it. You got to drive that ball 94 yards on our defense. Hey, I'll stick my hand out and shake your hand if you do it because you earned it.
Technically, they don't have to go as far. Vanderbrook is a capable kicker from 40+.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Defense got to come up big here, Kevin.
I like our chances.
5:01 left here in this great ball game. It is tied up 14-14.
And if you just joined us or didn't hear our pregame, honestly, there's no trophy being awarded tonight. Whoever wins this game, honestly, gets a leg up.
They have to play each other
But Catholic
again.
is pretty much going to be the number 1 seed probably.
Yeah.
So this team's going to be 2-3.
Yep.
We're going to play each other probably again in the semifinals in 3 weeks. That's how crazy this playoff situation is.
Yeah, a little crazy.
I don't mind playing Rummel again, but I would prefer to play them in a state championship game.
Of course. Me too.
You know?
Be a bigger game than it is tonight.
Well, yeah. But Patriots and the Raiders are the top 2 teams in the Catholic League, so I think everybody who's here got their money's worth so far.
I tell you what, you paid for a $7 or $8 ticket. You definitely got your money's worth tonight. Like we mentioned, 5:01 left, tied ball game, 14-all, and we got to go to work here on this defensive drive.
Yep, here we go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They'll stay in the shotgun. Diggs is their lone running back. He'll stand to the right of Wickersham. Fakes the pass from center, fakes the run, fires it in. Behind the receiver. I thought it almost was intercepted.
Boy, was that close. Wickersham looked like he just kind of geared up and tried to throw that thing as hard as he could right in the middle. It was off target. And I tell you what, Kevin, like you said, if we get our eyes up, we might make the biggest play of the game right there. But a good job of our defensive line, again, playing in his lap to where he's got to throw it a little bit quicker than he wants to.
4:57 to go. 2nd and 10 from the Raiders 6. Same formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Wickersham, quarterback draw, has a few yards. He's to the 10, goes outside, has the first down, breaks a tackle, and he's to the 21.
I'll tell you what, he's a big boy, and that's not really something they run very often. I wouldn't say he's fleet of foot, but he's capable enough. He's a good enough athlete, but we really had nobody in the box there, Kevin. We had one linebacker down to the bottom of the field. He ran it to the top, and we were out of position.
4:40 and counting. 1st and 10 Raiders from their 21. At least he gets them out of a hole. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the top of the field. Diggs will be the running back. He'll line up to the right of Wickersham. Wickersham barking out some orders. They're going to hand it to Diggs up the middle. He's a nice run to the 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run, Kevin. 4:10 and counting. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and they're continuing to run that clock just like you would suppose that they should do. And we got to make a play here defensively.
3:55 and counting. 2nd down. That's they gave him 6. 2nd and 4. Same formation. Wickersham takes the pass from center, looks to his right, throws it, has Diggs wide open in the flat, and he bulls his way for the first down. He's to the 32.
A good job of him putting his head down, bulling his way, like you said, for the first down. And we got to continue
33-yard line officially
to play here. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. The clock is stopped on the out of bounds. And Rummel is putting together a little drive here.
All right, double twin, same formation. Now let's send the receiver in motion near side. They can hand it off to Diggs up the middle. And needs to be tackled at the 36-yard line, gain of 3. Second down, 7.
Good, Jane. Here we go. Make it happen.
Looks like they're just content on just getting 5 and 6 yards at a time, making time come off the clock, and it looks like they may just possibly set up, if they don't get a touchdown, set up for a field goal.
Maybe. Well, they got to get in the field goal position first.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's
and we got to make it happen.
What they've done to get to this point.
Yep, no doubt.
All right, 3 receivers near side, 1 top of the field. They're going to do a draw again, and this time we do a better job, and we tackle them for a loss.
Nice job, nice job.
2. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. It almost looks like they're not playing for the win. They just don't want to make a mistake, you know. And I don't blame them. They're tied with the what I think is the best team in the state right now, and they don't want to force themselves into a bad position. But you know, you gotta want it, make something happen. Our crowd needs to come alive, and defense got to get them.
Yep. Both teams have 3 timeouts left.
And I'm sure they're going to try to push this one for the first down.
All right, 3rd and 9. Ricochet back to pass. Looks far side, throws it. It's going to be well shy of the first down. He caught it. But he's at least 2.5, 3 yards shy of the first down.
Didn't even look like he caught it in bounds to me, but.
All right, we cannot jump off sides here.
Here we go. That's right. Ball key.
We'll play punt safe. We're going to put just Span will go back. We'll have 1 safety back deep. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Cannot jump off sides.
4th and short. Got to get over the ball. Watch the fake.
Cannot line up off sides. Back up to Angelo. Angelo. Woo, he was close.
Oh, goodness, was he?
High kick. Fair catch signal made, and the catch is made at the 25. Angelo was.
It's almost like our returners are nervous about catching the ball and falling into a guy because they know that our guys are right up on them. So we got to shore that up in the film room, and obviously we will. But a good job of Caleb Span just securing it.
Here's the story. Patriots 14, Raiders 14.
Here's the story, Kevin.
2:12 to go in the ball game. The Patriots have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here's the story.
Hit me.
Let's go win this thing.
Word.
2:12 left, and you got a senior quarterback says, "Give me the football. Let's go put them away."
All right. See if we got any hose pipe drinkers on the offense here.
That's right. Let's rock and roll.
Need some tough kids out. This is where you win the ball game. The games are won. These kind of games are won and on the levee. Back in the offseason. Let's see if we got it. Guggenheim goes to his left. And the pile just moves over 2 yards to the 27-yard line.
There we go. And we got 3 timeouts too, Kevin. So obviously we're going to try to go in there and win this thing. And
2 minutes.
Come on. We got to get up and get down. Get set. Let's go. Set the ball. Get up and get down. Let's make something happen. Running the play into the huddle here is Davis. He's communicating with Guggenheim.
1:45 and counting.
And those of you might be saying, hurry, hurry, hurry. We got enough time with 3 timeouts left to be able to make something happen.
1:38 and counting. 2nd down 8. And we jumped offside.
Sure did.
You gotta be kidding me. It's 2nd down and 13.
Clock's going to start. Clock's going to start with an offensive penalty.
1:29 to go.
Here we go. Come on. Let's make something happen here. Come on, Colin. And it looks like Rummel's going to call the timeout, I believe.
1:26 to go in the ball game. 2nd down, 13.
I'm not sure what the call is. There's no flag on the field. Did they call a timeout?
Well, they threw one because it was obvious. The tight end left early.
No. I know. I'm talking about after that. What are they still? What are we still talking about?
I don't know.
That coach was complaining about something. I don't know what it is. Let me go find out. He's coming to tell JT.
All right, let's check it out.
I don't know. They added 3 seconds to the game clock.
They added 3 seconds to it. Okay.
So 1:29 back on the clock.
And they stopped the clock. I thought an offensive penalty made it start. Not sure.
We'll see. 2nd and long. We'll send Davis in motion all the way across the formation. And we jump. Oh, you got to be kidding me. The far side tackle move.
What?
We might as well go to overtime.
What is going on?
Now it's 2nd and 18.
Golly. Come on, boys. Let's make it happen now.
The offense really, since the middle of the second quarter to the whole second half,
don't get too tight right now. Come on, boys.
They've taken the night off.
Got to make it happen.
Come on,
you're
now.
right, Kevin. The momentum definitely shifted here in the second half. And we got to do what we got to do now to get out of here. Take this thing into OT. Right now it's 1:29 left. But you know what? don't ever forget about the big explosive play from us on offense.
Absolutely.
It can definitely pop.
All right, it's 2nd and 18. Twins receivers to the left. That was in the inside receiver motion near side. We almost ran into the running back. I don't know what kind of play that was. Rummel's going to call a timeout. It's be 3rd and long. So we sent the inside receiver in motion, and we handed the ball off to the running back, and they almost collided.
I think he's got to wait another tick longer to be able to snap the ball. I'm not sure where the rhythm was right there, but it's going to bring up 3rd down, and they stopped the clock.
No time came off the clock.
They never started the clock.
But yet Rummel calls a timeout. It should be at least 1:23. That took a few seconds off.
Definitely.
$126.
123. It's 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Man, hard to run a 3-second play.
So Rummel called their first timeout. Now it's 3rd and long. Well, we're going to run it because if we throw a pass and it's incomplete, then that helps them out.
Right.
Timeout. So we're not going to do a running play.
Well, they're obviously after this play. If we don't get the first down, they're going to call a timeout and try to control the ball on their offense or hope for a big play on the punt return team. McCready's been banging the last few, so you got to do a little bit of that. But like I say, Kevin, don't overlook 3rd down and the long way, a big play by the offense. We have not had, since the first quarter, a big offensive explosive play. And like you said, number 3 hasn't had it so far tonight, and he might be inches away from a big one. So let's see what happens here from the biggest play so far tonight, 3rd and long.
Yeah, well, hey, credit the Raider defense.
Yep, playing tough. And we knew coming in they're the best defense they've ever had, supposedly, but let's make it happen.
Well, statistically they are.
Yep.
Coming into tonight's ball game as a team, they've only given up 25 points, give up 14 tonight. Patriots with an unbalanced line. Quick zip near side. And it is Corey Wren. He fought hard to the 22-yard line, and that's it. And the Raiders called their 2nd timeout with 1:17 to go. So what we did is we had 2 receivers at the top of the field, and we had an unbalanced line to the right.
Yeah.
And just did a quick zip. So we had the men to block the Raiders. They just did a good job pursuing it. But Corey got a few yards.
The thing about them is tonight, Kevin, they've had a safety over the top and outside, and they've had a linebacker outside to where, like, if we're trying to block them down and in, they've really had 2 guys out leveraged to the boundary or to the top of the field all night. It's been tough to run around them right there. Obviously, you give it to your stud, try to see if he can make something happen, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We got to punt it away, and you got to believe in your special teams.
Got to rely on Mr. McCready to flip the field again. And equally important, get down on the field and cover.
Yeah, because,
make the tackle this time.
A huge return, Kevin. You could be in field goal range, and they have a capable kicker. We got to get down there, make it happen, and then defense, like you said, get in there, pin your ears back, and make a big play.
Well, we only gained 3 yards from the original line of scrimmage, but penalties hurt us on that drive.
Yep.
Kaufman is going to stand at the Raider 36-yard line. McCready's at the Patriot 8. Here's a snap. Nice high spiral. Kaufman calls for fair catch at the 38-yard line, so that's where they'll have it. 1:08 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 38.
I'll tell you what, he actually had a returnable ball there, Kevin.
He did.
We didn't really have many people in the area, even though it was a high, nice kick. We weren't really up in his face right there. He had a little extra. But the defense got to come up big here, Kevin. Don't be surprised if Rummel comes out here and says, you know what, we're going to get man-to-man and try to force it down the field over the top and see if our All-State guy can make a big play for us. And then they'll play for overtime after that.
Yeah, actually they
or a field goal.
They spotted the 39-yard line. 2 receivers to right, 2 to the left. Wickersham back to pass. He's in trouble. He fires it, and it's going to be, oh, the receiver just fell down. That'll stop the clock with 102. He had a running back open in the flat, and he just fell down.
Well, I tell you what, I told you this earlier. We got 3 guys rushing, and we were right in his lap.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot block all 3 of our guys all game long. We're going to get to you. You got to double team. And if you single a guy up, he's going to get on you.
Second down, 10. Wickersham takes the pass from center, looks to his right, step up, fires it. It's going to be, incomplete. Had an opportunity. McMillian had an opportunity to intercept it, but he went for the shot instead.
Pick the ball.
3rd and 10.
Here we go.
56 seconds to go.
3rd down, incomplete pass, clock stops. Kevin, guess what? We still have 3 timeouts left. We could force them into a punting situation and get off a nice punt return, make something happen.
But then we got to catch the punt.
That's true.
It's been an adventure tonight.
Here we go. Go get after him. Let's go. Come on, defense.
Patriots 14, Raiders 14. 3rd down, 10. 56 seconds to go. They send a receiver to motion top of the field. Wickersham steps up in the pocket. He goes down.
Ball down.
They got it.
Timeout.
Oh, my goodness. They got it.
Throw it now.
Wickersham went down. The ball was on the ground, and we just didn't see it, and Diggs fell on top of it for the Raiders. Ball's at the 34. Timeout.
Here we go.
Patriots with 47.1 to go.
I'm telling you, you can't block our guys for 4 quarters. You just can't do it. Nice job by the Patriots defense coming up huge when we need them. And Kevin, like I mentioned, that's 1 timeout. We got 2 left. Force them into a punting situation where you could get a nice return, or even like you said, a fair catch. You got at least 3 or 4 plays left in the tank, and you can make something happen. Woo! They got their money's worth tonight, my brother. You were right.
All right, 4th down and 15. Oh, if we could, shoulda, woulda, coulda, we could have recovered that ball right there.
Ooh,
oh,
baby.
my goodness. We just didn't see it.
No, we didn't.
Didn't see it.
Great pressure, though.
Yeah. All right, Wren and Spann will go back deep for the Patriots. They're going to stand around the 33. Vanderbrook's at his 20. The line of scrimmage is at 34. Decent snap. Wobbly kick.
Back up.
It's going to hit the ground.
Get out the way.
Get out the way, guys. Nice Raider roll. Wren, get out the way.
That's Caleb.
And Spann, get out the way.
What are you doing?
At the 20. With
Blow the whistle.
29 seconds to go.
Here we go, offense.
We got to go 80 yards in 29 seconds. You know what we haven't had in our 9 years of broadcasting?
Yeah.
Overtime.
You know what? You're right. You are right. I'm hoping we don't have to. But we'll see here in 29.1 seconds. Here we go. Let's make it pop.
All right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Goings is the running back. We'll throw it out to Wren, far side. And he breaks a couple tackles, and he gets it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you what, timeout. What are we doing?
20 seconds, we call timeout.
As soon as he goes down, we got to have the timeout call.
Patriots have 1 more timeout left.
Here we go.
I know we haven't had to throw the ball this year. Here's where I wish we would have thrown the ball more, because now we have to.
Right.
To get down the field.
Yep.
Big difference in chunking it in practice and chunking it in the game.
I'll tell you what, I don't think there's anything wrong with motioning everybody out, getting that running back. Just hear me out a little bit.
Right.
Nobody's getting out of the box.
Right.
So you get twins to one side, single to the other side, or double twins, or whatever we've been doing, or a tight end, and then you remove that single back also, and then run a quarterback sneak. You might break all I'm saying is you might break something for 15, 20 yards. You call a timeout. you got something else working. But obviously, we don't want to try to force the ball down the field on a pass, make something crazy happen.
All right, the ball's at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Patriots have 1 timeout left. The Raiders have 1 timeout left. We'll come out with a split near side. 2 receivers top of the field and 1 running back. That's me Goins. Guggenheim pump fakes. Looks near side. He's going to throw it deep to Davis. And Davis was interfered with, and they don't call it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They didn't call it.
What is going on here? Are you serious? How do you not call that? That's bad. Anyway, hey, I like the call. 1-on-1, like we had it earlier.
Yeah.
You got to throw it, but the only thing is we got to throw it a little bit more outside. Fade him away from the DB. Get him away. Fade him to the outside and make it happen. And
13.4 to go.
Obviously, Kevin, we got 3rd down. We got to try to
let's get the first down
at least
here.
Get this first. So
yeah, we can get a first down, a clock stop, we can call timeout.
Yep.
And then, you know, take our chances.
You got to believe. Let's do it. Go Big Blue.
Yep, same formation. This time, Guggenheim's going to keep it. He'll have the first down. Running near side. He's to the 36-yard line. 7 seconds. Clock stops with the first down. And now we call the last timeout.
Yep. They got a guy down on the field again. I think that's number 6 or 7 for him tonight.
So injury timeout on the field. 7.5 to go in the ball game. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 14.
Ooh, this has been exciting. 14-all, Kevin. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Been one heck of a ball game. Really a tale of 2 halves. John Curtis took it, just basically blew the game open in the first half. It was 14-0. Could have been worse, more like 21-0, and had some silly penalties. Just didn't get it done. And then Rummel, tail of the second half, they come out here, grab the momentum, score, take advantage of a muffed punt, score again, and it's 14-all.
Well, and there's where the Patriots missed the opportunities in the first quarter and into the second quarter.
Yep.
Didn't take advantage of it, and only had 14. And Rummel, hey, they've outplayed us the last maybe 2.5 quarters. On their defense got the best of us. Our defense played well.
Oh yeah, our defense has played very well. Very excited about them tonight. They have to get set.
They're starting to play clock.
Oh, they're starting the clock with a guy on the field.
But the injured guy's not off the field yet.
Here we go. Hold on a second, guys.
And the clock shouldn't start. You got 6.5.
No, they're not. They're going to take it back. Hold on.
All right, 2 receivers near side, 1 top of the field. Goings will be the halfback.
Here we go. Get ready, Colin.
7.5 to go. We spiked it. Oh, you know what? We didn't get the timeout. There was the injury timeout.
Right, injury timeout.
So that's why we had to spike it.
We didn't have to take it.
Yeah.
We didn't have to take it, so
6.5. Now we call the timeout.
Still got 1. I don't know why'd we take the timeout now, Kevin, instead of running the play and then having another timeout after the next play.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just stopped the clock with a. You just clocked it, so you had at least 30 seconds to be able to get something together. You run one play, you take 5 or 6 seconds running that play, maybe even more. I mean, the thing is you got to run the whole distance of the field, but you really don't. You get a 20-yard gain, you line up and try to kick a field goal with a timeout. So, it's one of those things that, like I told you before, it's either your enemy or your ally. Right now, it's our enemy, so we're fighting against it.
64 yards away. 6.5 to go in the ball game. The game's tied at 14.
I don't mind the old screenplay right here, Kevin. Give it to Corey Wren. Get him in space as a running back. Drop back. Let the DBs and the linebackers drop back. with our receivers, flip it to Corey Wren, see if he could do something out the backfield. Looks like
No, Corey's be the outside
we
receiver
got
near side.
Davis and Corey on the outside.
Well, so here we go. Send Davis in motion across the formation. Guggenheim back to pass. Going to throw it deep near side to Wren.
Run.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And the clock runs out. And that's the end of regulation. So we got free football. We go to overtime. It's the Patriots 14, the Raiders 14.
You got what you paid for, that's for sure. I don't mind the play call right there. Kevin throwing it up to your fastest kid, but he's got to run. And Colin actually threw it out of bounds. And Corey's got to stay on that red line. He kind of let the DB push him out a little bit. But a good job. What a game so far, Kevin. Going to go into, for the first time in 9 years, we're going to head into overtime.
When you were playing, you played any overtime games?
Never.
We had one. My junior year, we lost there 21-14.
Oh, really?
We haven't had too many games in the history of Patriot football.
No. Thank goodness we haven't really had to. I don't know if we've had any games that have been, I mean, obviously, in my freshman year, we lost the Evangel first game of the year, 28-20. And after that, we didn't really have any games that were that close that we had to get into something like that.
I know we're playing with Federation rules now. Back when I played, back in 87, 88 when I was playing, overtime was at the 10.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like college, now college is at 25.
Right.
So I'm just double checking. We got the rule book.
Well,
we're looking to see if it's there or does Federation a little further
Well, that's
back.
what I was going to say. The funny thing is, Kevin, the way that the select and the non-select and all of the rules, there's been a lot of rule changes over the past like 4 or 5 years. And if you're not up to really what's in the book, sometimes it's a little confusing. So the head official, Mark Gervais, has to actually go out there, talk to each head coach, and let them know exactly what the rules are, explain it to where both teams know exactly where the ball starts. You know what? Both teams get a possession.
Here's a good reminder.
The basic rules.
A good friend, Rod Walker, he reminded us our very first Catholic League game, member of the Catholic League.
Yeah.
We played Brother Martin. Went to overtime.
It sure
from the
did.
10-yard line. So
That's right.
Thanks for reminding me. Seemed like
that was
seemed like forever.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Well, we did have an overtime game.
We sure did.
See, as we get older, our memory goes away.
Well, at least mine does. Yours doesn't.
We tried to remember the losses. But that's so true. No, the first time as a member of the Catholic League, our very first game was against Brother Martin, and that game went to overtime.
Woo.
Patriots had to come from 20 behind, if you remember that.
Yep.
Went to overtime, lost 40-37.
So do we know yet?
Yeah, be 10-yard line.
Yeah.
They'll bring the captains to the middle of the field. Let Rummel call it because they're the visiting team, and then they'll decide if they want to go on offense or defense, and then Curtis will say, okay, we want to play on the left or right side.
Right. Back and forth, back and forth.
And then each team will have an opportunity. 4 downs from the 10. And then keep playing.
Here we go. Got to make it happen. And our original team captains are back out there. And obviously, Kevin, nothing but respect for both sides. And these kids know each other pretty darn well. And like you mentioned before, some of them grew up together, maybe gone to school together from prior. And, what a hard-fought ball game this has been so far.
Yeah, Luke said his senior year in 2009, they beat Salmon 24-23 in OT.
In OT, wow.
We've had a few.
That's exciting.
Not too many. But, yeah, 2015. So we appreciate Wad Walker for helping us with that.
And it looks like I don't know, it looked like he looked at Colin first, almost like we won the toss. So let's see what we elect to do.
You know what's in jeopardy right now? Is that we have a 23-game district winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the last team beat us?
Rummel. Yeah.
On Halloween, 4 years. 4 years ago yesterday. All right, so it looks like we're going to play on the end zone to our right, the south end zone. And it looks like the Raiders will get the ball first.
Yep, defense up first. Let's go, D. Make it happen. Go win this game. to win this game. And Kevin, that's the great thing about overtime. If you can make a big play defensively and you stop them, you can line up and kick a field goal and win the game. You got to make it happen.
Well, if you remember, the last time the Raiders were at the 10-yard line, they scored a touchdown. They threw a post corner at the back of the end zone, and we didn't cover anybody.
No, we were not even there. Yeah, you're right, though. Got to make it happen.
That was the touchdown, the first touchdown of the game for the Raiders.
Yep. Let's go defense. Our guys are out there pumping each other up, getting each other ready. Here we go. Let's make it happen.
14-14 at the 3. No score in the 4th. So here we are. Free football.
Ooh, it's good. Got to love this position if you're out there as a player. Got to love it.
Kaufman comes in at running back with Diggs. They're going to send him in motion to the left.
Corey Moore's man-to-man down here at the bottom.
And they're going to throw it in the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of the receiver.
That was gulling them on the coverage.
And that was intended for...
No, that was McMillian.
Can't see that number. Wheelwright, number 11. So they went for the touchdown on the first play.
No doubt. Yeah, they got, honestly,
actually, a good throw would have had it. He
Kevin,
was open.
Neither team has anything to lose here. You know, you got to go for it.
Well, no. I'm saying, they instead of just trying to do a
that's
pass,
what I'm saying. Why not?
He chunked it. All right, they stay in the shotgun. Send the receiver in motion to the left. Wickersham steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked.
Yes, sir! Got to get that ball out.
Back at the 15.
Got to get that ball out, Kev.
Now, if there's an interception or a fumble, the Patriots can run it back, but they have to go to the length of the field for a touchdown, and they can score that way.
Got to go.
3rd and goal from the 15.
Yep. And, Kevin, if there's ever a point in time for these defensive linemen to say, I'm going to play in that side of the backfield, this is it. Let's go get them.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Oh, we jumped off sides.
We did?
Yep. Angelo fell in the neutral zone. So now we'll go back to the 10.
Well, he's trying to get a good jump on the ball. Come on.
So we gave it back to him.
Here we go. They're calling their plays from the sidelines. Team's looking over, getting aligned, and our defense is getting ready. Here we go.
This time they're going to run 3 receivers near side, 1 top of the field.
Everybody bunched up. Got to watch the pick down here at the bottom.
Wickersham looks near side, throws the wide open Kaufman, and he's going to score easily. He's the running back in the backfield, and he just did a little rail route, and we didn't even cover him. And the Raiders take the lead for the first time, 20-14, with the PAT pending.
We didn't see it come out the backfield. It was wide open.
Diggs with a 10-yard reception for the touchdown.
Here we go. If there's ever a time to block an extra point, this is it too.
Yep.
You should have seen the holding, Kevin, on Marquise Martin. They basically tackled him on the last play.
And the PAT is good. All right, so the Patriots know they need to get a touchdown to tie to go to second overtime. So here we go. It's the Raiders 21, the Patriots 14.
This is some good stuff. Good stuff. And obviously, Kevin, like we said, they line up in trips formation. Everybody runs in. They run a wheel route or a rail route from the back in the backfield. He's wide open.
You can look at him.
Nope. They basically picked everybody else, so we got occupied in the middle. Didn't see him sneaking out the back, but guess what? Good news is our offense gets a chance. Let's make it happen, Big Blue.
All right, 1st and goal, Patriots from the 10. Wren is the left side halfback. Goings the right side. Guggenheim under center. Will come to the right. Goings carried 3 guys to the 5.
There you go.
Flag.
I love it. Thank you, 35.
They're going to have a personal foul, so we'll get the ball at the 3 now.
Whatever his number is. Is that 35?
I think so.
Thank you, sir. He grabbed him out of face mask and tried to throw him to the ground. That's just silly. Let's go.
So that'll be a half the distance to the goal. It is. And Danny, I think it's still going to be
First down.
first down.
Dead ball first down.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike.
So now it's
Automatic.
first and goal, Patriots from the 3.
Yep.
Yeah, the tackle just grabbed
Nice.
the offensive tackle by the face mask, and I don't know what he was trying to do.
Second
They
down.
said second down,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
the coaches up here were saying it should have been
Right.
first, but we'll go with second and goal from the 3.
here we go. We got to make
4
it
down
happen.
territory anyway.
That's right.
We'll go to the right. Quarterback sneaky got it.
Good job.
Yeah, I said quarterback sneaky. We had he faked it and he ran around the right corner.
Yeah, just option, just pulled it, and
So
we
now-
knew that's, if anything, that has.
Now, the most important PAT.
That
Guggenheim with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Hold the extra point. No one called extra point.
All right, are we calling a timeout?
Yeah,
We're
they're
calling-
talking about going for 2 right here.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Go for 2. Ice water. I love this stuff.
What do you call then if you go with 2?
Well, I know what I'm calling,
Same play.
and I know what they might call, so I'm not going to say it
All right.
because it's got a particular name,
All right.
so I'm not going to call it. But
But does it work?
oh, it works.
Okay.
Oh, it works. I don't know. Who knows, buddy? Let's just line up and kick him in the teeth and
You
go
know,
score.
you can't do the Ruski play no more.
No,
they outlawed that.
that's right.
Okay.
Tulane messed that up a few weeks ago, right? No, I'm joking. You saw that play?
No.
That little hide ball play at the end of the game that they pulled about 4 weeks ago.
Oh, the
yeah.
Neil. Oh yeah. No, I'm talking
That was
about
not- no, I know.
the
I know.
former Ruski plays that.
Hey, doesn't get much more exciting than this,
Well,
guys.
the
We're going for 2.
Patriots say, you know what? We'll go for 2 here.
Here we go. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. You got to love this drama.
Wait. No, I'm good. All right. The Patriots going to win it or lose it right here. We're going to go for 2. We only had 10 guys. We're in the receiver out. He ain't going to throw it anyway. Here's a 2-point try. We go to the right. Guggenheim's going to fight his way, and he's going to get stopped at the 1. Rummel wins it by 1. Rummel, 21. John Curtis Christian, 20. And the Rummel Raiders secure a share of the 2019 district championship. And they end the Patriots' 23-game district winning streak as they stop Guggenheim at the 1-yard line on a 2-point try.
Yep.
Wow, what a football game.
What a hard-fought football game. Nice job by them. Hey, you got to hand it to them. They won it in the end, Kevin. They did what it takes to win the game.
Oh, they outplayed the Patriots in the second half for sure.
Sure did.
Offense, credit their defense. We knew the defense was salty. Just held us in check. And tip your hat. But you know what? Probably in 3 weeks, these 2 teams are going to play in the semifinals.
Yeah, I bet it's a little different then. And
Now we'll see.
yep, they act like they won the Super Bowl on this one, but good effort, good job.
Well, you guys stay with us. We'll have a post-game recap, and we'll set up next week's broadcast as well.
And of course, Kevin, each and every week we want to say thank you to our sponsors. This week's no different, so we want to say thank you to our premier post-game sponsor, which is our good buddy, Frank Masco. Frank Masco with National Temperature Control. Oh, we got a little extracurricular out there. Some of their guys are a little too excited. Like I said, this isn't the Super Bowl. This is just one game, guys. Let's go ahead, shake hands, get out of here. We're gonna play you again. Here we go. National Temperature Control, family owned and operated with over 40 years of experience in keeping people comfortable all over the greater New Orleans area. Frank Masco Jr. and son Frank III are fully licensed and insured. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment. Some of the services are annual cleanings, preventative maintenance agreements, monthly filter changes, indoor air quality. Hold on a second. Hold on. Got a little bit. What we got going on?
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Okay. UV lights, ceiling installing ductwork, air grills, bathroom and kitchen ventilation, and even provide 24-hour service. Give them a call, 467-0440. Visit the website at ntcnola.com. National Temperature Control, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Well, the Patriots got the ball to start the ball game. And on the very first play, Guggenheim went around the right side for 67 yards, taking the ball from the Patriot 20-yard line down to the 13-yard line of the Raiders. And ended up taking it over from 7 yards out to the left. McCready added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 7-0, and that capped off a 4-play, 80-yard drive, taking 1:48 off the clock, and that's how the first quarter ended. Then the Patriots got back on the board with 11:34 to go in the half. Guggenheim hit Davis on a 21-yard touchdown pass. McCready added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 14-0, and that capped off a 4-play, 15-yard drive, taking 1:06 off the clock. And that was set up by a fumble that the Patriots forced and recovered at the Raider 15-yard line. And that's where we went in halftime. But the second half kickoff, the Raiders returned it to the 35-yard line, had a face mask penalty, added another 15, and then with 10:14 to go in the third, Wickersham hit Wheelwright on a 10-yard touchdown pass. Vanderbrook added a PAT, and that closed the gap 14-7. Patriots still with the lead. And then with 26 seconds to go in the third, Diggs had a 25-yard touchdown run, and Vanderbrook added the PAT, making the game 14-14, and that's how the third quarter ended. Both teams traded punts in the fourth quarter, and that's how regulation ended. And we go to overtime. Rummel had the ball first. Wickersham hit Diggs on a little rail route for a 10-yard touchdown pass. Vanderbrook added the PAT and put the Raiders up 21-14. When the Patriots got the ball, after Shane Goins had a 7-yard run, there was a 5-yard run, there was a personal foul penalty, moved the ball to the 3-yard line. Guggenheim had a 3-yard touchdown run, closing it to 21-20. The Patriots elected to go for 2 points, and Guggenheim got stopped at the 1-yard line, or between the 1 and the goal line, and that's how the game ended. The Rummel Raiders defeat the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21-20. The Raiders now are 9-0 overall, 5-0 in district play. The Patriots are now 8-1 overall, 4-1 in district play. And the Patriots will play Brother Martin at Tulane next Friday night at 7 to wrap up the regular season, and then we'll see where the seedings will come into play. And we'll figure out, who's on what side of the bracket, where we go. So we've got one more regular season game, but Danny, though the Patriots didn't hold on to the lead that they had missed opportunities, in the second quarter and a little bit in the third quarter, just had opportunities, didn't take advantage of it. Credit Rummel. Their defense kept them in the game for their offense to put some points on the board. And, hey, it was a pretty good ball game.
Oh, it was a great ball game, Kevin. Like you mentioned, people got everything they bargained for, and all the hype did not disappoint. But Rummel came out victorious, and, you got to play a 4-quarter game. And, we had a great first half offensively, defensively. But like you mentioned, we didn't take advantage of some of the opportunities that we had in our field position and other things. Turning the ball over in special teams, we just didn't play a complete second half. And, the games are won in 4 quarters, and Rummel obviously played well, and they did what they needed to do to win the game. And our coaching staff understanding that, this isn't the end of the world. We don't have anything to lose. Let's go win the game at the end. And unfortunately, we're a little short. And, and Rummel's obviously very excited. And they think, there was a little extracurricular stuff at the end of the game. I'm not sure what that's all about. We got to keep it clean and do what we do and continue to fight and play hard. And thank goodness I think everybody got out of here healthy. And I think the tail of the tape might be a little different next time.
Well,
so congratulations to them.
Yep. They made the plays when it counted, and we didn't. So tip your hat to the Rummel Raiders, and we'll probably see them in a few weeks. Let's set up next week. All right, so we have a season finale. We go to Tulane next Friday night, November 8th, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have 6:45 pregame. Got the Brother Martin Crusaders. So we've got to do the best we can against Brother Martin to wrap up the regular season and get momentum into the playoffs. That's what it's all about. We got to keep it going, Kevin, and just keep everybody healthy going to the playoffs. That's the most important thing. State championship is not won tonight. We got to keep it going. Well, we appreciate you guys listening to us on the broadcast. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be on again next week as the John Curtis Christian Patriots take on the Brother Martin Crusaders next Friday night, November 8th, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:45 pregame. So on behalf of Gord Abear, Rob Ayuso, Danny Wimpron, and Kevin Fayard, till next Friday, go Big Blue.
God bless.